Welcome to New Atlantis, a massive metropolis sprawling over the coastline of an island in the middle of the Viridian Ocean. People from every background and way of life can be found among the city's 9.5 million citizens. A contradictory combination of good, evil, dark, light, past mistakes, and the promise of change, New Atlantis is the hub for all things super. Ever since the 1930s, the city has been the epicenter of heroes and villains alike. 3 generations of supers have now called New Atlantis their home, each causing the city to adapt to a new way of life. A 4th generation of heroes must prove themselves worthy as New Atlantis welcomes these young supers with skepticism. Fortunately, or unfortunately for them, forces beyond their knowledge have set plans in motion, thrusting 5 of these would-be heroes into the crossfire, forcing them to decide if they'll be the heroes the city expects them to be, or failures that'll soon be forgotten.
Supers are a dime a dozen here in New Atlantis, and good for less. For every success story, there's at least 5 failed capes who hit a brick wall on their path to greatness. My parents were counted among those failures before they died, and they left behind a failure son. I was 5, getting kicked from place to place by relatives who didn't want a failure. I wasn't taken in until my uncle opened his home and his heart to me. But like all that was my life, this was never gonna last, as the failure to end all super failures, the one and only Golden Prophet, more like the Golden Fuck-Up, resulted in my only family left being left in a coma. The only option for a failure son was the streets, homeless and desperate. I did a lot of things I'm not too proud of looking back on, just to survive, and I fell down some terribly dark holes. But some people helped me pull myself out, and I'm doing everything I can to stay that way. The powers have been helping, at least in the keeping me housed department. I can create illusions that fool the eye and the ear. It lets me do a little Robin Hood action to appropriate from some corrupt suits to keep the lights on. I even decided to don a mask, help out the city a bit. Now, of course, my very first superhero save and some cape with a stick up his ass comes up, calls me a Nancy boy, and takes credit for my work. Fine by me. Negative Nancy here will be a constant reminder to those vainglorious capes that they aren't so high and mighty. I'll outsmart the bad guys and make them look like a bunch of clowns in the end. Well, only if my team gets their act together. There's the small one, Weeping Willow, mistress of destroying school plumbing, who definitely doesn't have her powers of hydrokinesis under control. There's Mancer, a friend who can travel between dimensions and create psychic constructs, and doesn't know if her next jump is gonna let her come back home. There's the Golden Retriever, Argonaut, tall, fast, strong, stupidly gorgeous. I hate him. Whose golden family I'm worried will fuck this up more than I'm worried about him doing so. And finally, Buckler. A man of way too many secrets, and way too shiny of armor. I'm not the leader. I'm just the failure who always has a smart plan. Oh boy. We may just be screwed. Well, Good thing they've got me around to always make every mistake look like a flawlessly executed plan. Hey, what are illusions good for if not for making you look really good?
Okay, okay, here we go. I, Jason Damick... What's that? But Dad, that's not my real... No, I'm sorry, you're right. Okay, I got this. I, Theseus Damocles, son of Lord Trident, the next in line of the Pantheon superhero legacy, the new Argonaut, pledge to be a paragon of courage, humility, perseverance, sacrifice, and responsibility. As the new wielder of the Argo, I promise to devote my life to protect and serve New Atlantis and the world. Rest easy, citizen. You are under my protection now. That is my oath. How was that, Dad? Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah. Hey, Dad, so now that the Argo has completely taken over my body, I'm super fast, and I have strength like you. Also, I feel like people look weirdly to me, even when I don't have the outfit on, but yeah, now that I have full powers, can I go on superhero missions without you or Mom or Agent Hal, on my own? Wait, really? You promise? Also, actually, I was thinking maybe I could be in my own team with my friends that I fought those aliens at the school with. Oh, yeah, okay, so there is Karai. She's my friend from the drama club. Oh, yes, I'm in the drama club. No, it's not serious. But yeah, she has these crazy water control powers that can even blow up vents. And then there's JoJo, who I think has these powers of traveling between worlds. And I think she lives in the school basement, but okay. And my friend Jack, who has this super great thing that he does that can change the way things look like. And, also, Dad, I know you said my brother isn't allowed to fight crime, but he sent me, and I think you should really allow him to be, okay. No, I'm sorry. I won't bring it up again. I know he's immortal, yes. No, I know you didn't mean to yell. Sorry. Yeah, I'll be out of the studio in a minute. Just want to sit here for a second. Okay, Jason. Okay. You got this. This is what we trained for. We even have a superhero team now. It's time to show New Atlantis what you are made of. Maybe once you prove yourself, Dad will listen and you can get Annie have an active role and he will be happy again and not hate you. Okay, Jason. Argo chose you for a reason. Let's prove it right. Become the greatest hero ever, like Mom and Dad and Grandpa and Nana. And I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You go crazy and rogue like Uncle Victor and turn into a bloodthirsty supervillain killing thousands? Yeah. Hey, Dad? What does it mean when the red light is blinking on the microphone? What? Oh. Shit.
Aeneas Damocles Self-Evaluation Log Day 1957. Greetings, Self-Evaluation Log. As a note for posterity, the personification of this log is purely an experimental measure, as I observed such idiosyncrasies in popular film media. As a thorough inspection of the previous 1956 self-evaluation logs would suggest, I am not typically aware of trends in popular film media. The reasoning for this newfound base of knowledge is in fact a peer at New Atlantis Founders Academy, JoJo. She has pointed out that I may not have developed an excess of social skills in my time away training, Not that she knows that I've spent the past 1,957 days training. I have begun measures to rectify this and shall record the results in upcoming self-evaluation logs. On to the relevant events of today. At New Atlantis Founders Academy, I disobeyed the current protocol for fire drills following JoJo as there appeared to be cause for concern. We then found Jack, a senior peer with the power of illusion, and after some heated discourse, we ran into both Karai, an individual with at least a 7.3 on the vent power feedback scale, and my younger brother. After a brief altercation with a creature which seemed to be which of course raises many questions about that foe. Please refer to the combat log in log section C for further details, although for further relevancy in this log it should be noted that I did in fact save my younger brother from harm during this battle. After the altercation, we were accosted by the principal for our many rules infractions. Due to tensions between myself and my biological parents, I have been banned from outwardly helping this group of individuals, which shall make my mask and secret identity of higher than average use. Note: current section of self-evaluation log shall be stricken from official record. Ever since the Golden Prophet approached me for a specialized training program, I have not thought about the events of 5 years ago much. Since my return to the Damocles household, I've been confronted with my failure practically daily. Due to observations from self-evaluation logs 1,867 and 1,956, I believe that I may have lost my opportunity to feel super. Despite my superhuman ability, I've not once observed a sense of true power in a self-evaluation log. It is in these moments that I experience what I believe is a deep gratitude towards the Golden Prophet, as I've notated significant increases to my physical abilities since beginning her training. It is that fact that only further complicates my theft from her today with Jack, and the lies I'm sure have only begun to tell her about it. While I cannot deny being heavily in debt to the Golden Prophet, I am unaware whether I would enjoy being beholden to her. Good night, self-evaluation log.
Hey everyone, Karai here. Full disclaimer, I hate talking about myself, so some things about me, I guess. I'm 15 years old, honor student. I got into my current institution of education thanks to me being smart. I guess I have to talk about the things that I'm capable of doing with my powers. That's complicated. I don't mean to be vague on purpose. Just that I'm vague because I don't fully understand what I'm capable of yet, and my capabilities even frightened me. It all started when I was 11, and I got upset over something I don't even remember. I started to get really upset and heated, and then all of the open water around me also got heated to the point of boiling. And I killed my goldfish. He was a good fish. His name was Silverbolt, and I know that's very strange because goldfish are gold, but he was like a gray goldfish, so I called him Silverbolt. That's not the scary part of my ability. The scary part was when my mom came into the room. She's fine. She's alive. She just doesn't live with my dad and me anymore. We're kind of on our own, and I gotta take care of him. But yeah, speaking of the superhero thing, I kind of did this thing in the school the other day. There was these shadows in the basement of our school, and I was down there with I guess a bunch of other kids that were also supers, the, obviously what was Jason. Jason. He doesn't know this, but I almost hurt him really bad one time. And that's how I found out that he was who he was, because he was able to, like, not have his body boil from the inside out. Anyway, Jason and I and, that one kid that I think does dope, and Jason's brother, and the other kid that lives in the basement. I don't remember their names. They don't ask my name, so I don't ask their name. Anyway, we were all down there in the basement, and there was these shadow things, and so I decided to go ahead and throw the boiler at them. I mean, it worked. But then the basement started to flood. I tried to stop it by slowing down the water molecules to make it slow freeze it. Like, that's how that works. That's science. And the whole sewage system in this school blew up. Yeah, the whole it blew up. And yeah, you know, I think the girl that lives in the basement is mad about it because something broke. But the thing is, it's like, I didn't know everything was gonna break. But everything broke. And hi, my name's Karai. I kind of just want to, you know, go to school and have people leave me alone, but yeah, so that's me. I hope everyone, I'm done. I don't, what? No, I'm done.
Hey! Hi, recorder. This would probably work better if I give you a name. Jamie. Hi, Jamie. It's me. Josephine. Jojo. Everything I tell you has to stay here. I just need someone to talk to. So, of course, instead of talking to anyone else like a sane human being, I'm talking to my voice memo app. Of course. What else? Age 17, grade 11, sex female, favorite color yellow, and secret number 1 is that I make art. Yeah, and I'm pretty good at it now. Started when I was a kid and ended up somewhere else for the first time. I wanted to get on paper what it looked like. Yeah, I guess that's secret too. Years ago, I had this crazy dream. I was running on a broken road and fighting monsters. I don't know how to describe it. And then I had more vivid dreams, one after the other. The really crazy thing, though, is that I started running into people from my dreams in real life, and just, it was like I knew them. And turns out, those weren't my dreams I was fighting in. It was theirs. I was fighting their inner demons. Their actual, literal inner demons. A few Google rabbit holes later, and I found out there's this bonkers psychological phenomenon that happens to some people, and they have other people, they're sometimes referred to as system mates, inside of them. But unlike dissociative identity disorder, it's not considered a mental illness by many medical professionals because it's not causing the person distress. They call them tulpas. God, what a cool name, right? Of course, I can't tell my parents any of this. Exact quote from them. If God intended us to shape his world, he would have blessed all those of faith with this power. But he didn't. The supers are trying to play God. But if I'm seeing what's in people's heads and helping them, it can't be that bad, right? And then the places I ended up got weirder. The first one looked so off from anything I'd seen in the real world, I assumed it had to be a dream, but then I got hit. Hard. These were other worlds. dimensions, timelines, I don't know, but so many of them were destroyed. I've been doing everything I can to salvage what I can of the remains because, well, these could have been sprawling cultures left behind. It would be wrong not to keep something of them intact, right? Now that I've seen it up close, I think the destruction, it's being caused by something. I don't know by who or what or why it's happening, but I want to find out. Coach Melson and I just finished working on a device, a teleportal based on a design from her days as a super. The idea was that if I ended up in another world, we could use that to pull me back, and then freaking Karai exploded the entire sewage system in the school and busted the teleportal. Ugh, it took me forever to get those parts. So, step 1, do the research. Step 2, help get the school's artifact pack. Step 3, rebuild the teleportal. And step 4, figure out what's causing the destruction. And the most important step of all, make sure my parents don't find out. What I'm doing is wrong. But if I can help figure out what's causing the destruction, if there's any clue hidden in the artifacts, I have to try.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hero Complex. We are currently down one Jason Damocles, but he will be joining us in about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how quickly he can get back home. We just hope he gets home safe. So, Sanan, if for some reason you have this on a device as you're driving or walking or whatever, just be careful, please. Thank you. So we're gonna go around the circle. Everyone's gonna introduce their characters and say one important thing that happened to them last session. And I also heard while I was jamming out before, someone was concerned about the stream title name. I don't know why. Really, and if anyone's in any of the same Discords as me, they could have seen a little teaser for this episode when I was advertising it. So, there's nothing to worry about here. Nothing at all to worry about. So we're gonna start with, we're just gonna switch it up, and we're gonna start with Karai, because Karai never got to go first, because, I usually go around the circle. So, Karai, why don't you introduce yourself and say one important thing that happened to you last session?
Hey everyone, my name is Val. Today I'm bringing you Karai, our little non-binary magical water ninja girl. She's our Nova. That's all the things that she is. As far as something important that happened to her last time, she discovered that she not only is she not fully human, she's not fully Asian probably, and that's shook them a little bit. They have a grandmother that is apparently a super.
Alrighty. Let's go to Rob. You know what? I'm just gonna jump all around.
Oh god.
Madness, pandemonium.
Listen, I'm keeping y'all on your toes. I told you what I've been I told you what I was listening to before stream. You all should just be prepared.
The super don't necessarily win. All right. So hello everyone. I'm Rob the GM, but today, more importantly, I'm Aeneas Damocles, also known as Buckler, the protege in today's game, and the most important thing that happened to him is okay, I can only say one thing, so I'll give Marquise that one, and I'll say that he had his technology, like the amount of technology he has access to, accelerated by hundreds of years, dozens of years.
This is true. You were left a very, very important present last episode, so that's fun. You know what it does, right? I don't need to go over it, or do you need me to send you what it does? The thing I was given? Yeah. Yes, I know what both of the things do. Okay, cool. Let's go to JoJo.
Hey, hi. My name's Marissa Hart. I play JoJo Vey, otherwise known as Mancer. She's the doomed on our team. And the big thing that happened for Joe last week, aside from being very excited about their teaching each other montage, because I'm obsessed with montages, was having one of her best friends in the world point out point blank, hey, you know you're in love with your other best friend, right? And she is a woman, right? You know this, and JoJo is still in hardcore denial, which is not why she has not yet taken a powerful blow because of this. But that's
come.
Thing. That's a thing. Cool.
Alrighty, and then last but not least, Jack.
Hi, everybody. I'm Barty Time, and
It's very high-pitched.
I feel so great today. But the thing that
I can fix that.
You can't ruin this mood, honey. Nothing. You could kill my character, and I'd still be great. I'll tell you that right now.
I would never see killing your character wouldn't bring your character pain.
That's true. But the most important thing that happened to me last episode is I got a new roommate. I don't know what the situation actually means. Like, this is how gay dating actually works, where people just do things together and then labels are put to them maybe like 6 months later. So we'll see what happens.
We're
fair.
here to do, accurate and realistic narratives.
Can we not? Can we just be like fantasy for like a moment?
I'm just waiting for JoJo to become a U-Haul lesbian is really what's happening here. Like, when is that occurring? Come on now.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting for that to happen. Be like, hey, Lorelai, I'm moving in. Okay, let's move in together. Let's get married. We've been dating for 36 minutes. Let's get married.
Let her take a powerful blow first, and then we can figure it out. But that's really the first step in any good queer relationship.
Taking a powerful blow?
Good. Yeah, Bees walked into U-Haul lesbian, so we're perfect. And then I will give a slight insight into what happened or what we learned about Jason last episode. Our lovely friend from the future may or may not have leaked the fact in the future Jason goes off the deep end from the murder of his younger brother in the final stand with dissonance, and then becomes a superhero bounty hunter kind of thing, and takes the super's powers and gives them to Shock and Awe.
I am the older brother though.
My bad. I didn't listen. You think I pay attention to those things? So where did we leave off? We left off, I think, in the fields, in the Gaby fields somewhere.
Yeah, so the adorable moment between Annie and Jack.
I'm glad y'all thought it was adorable. It was stressful as fuck for me.
I was screaming the entire goddamn time, and I will never make the mistake again of leaving one of those moments unrecorded. I am recording myself in Audacity, so if anything cute happens, you will hear my screams.
So actually, what we're going to do really fast is we're going to wait, because Sinan has just entered his building, so he will be on in just a second. So I don't want to start the game. The plan was to start this session with Sinan anyway, because he's not with you guys.
Yeah, well, I think we were all at this point gathered in the basement getting ready for the dream that was going to happen. So this is the perfect moment to wait for him to come in.
Sure.
So I'm going to really quick close my door. So y'all,
I'll do a little more
fun RP.
Some other stuff we did. Oh, do some RP. Okay, cool. Oh, here. Before I will go up to JoJo. JoJo.
Yeah, what's up?
I have
and she's like in pajamas and getting ready for bed.
Just as a note, I have begun searching through the database that was left behind. It is beyond fascinating, and if going into dreams was not the plan, I would probably stay up all night to research them. This is not the point I was trying to make. There is, and I shall send you the location of it, a letter and document within the archive set and labeled for yourself.
From Cavelli?
Correct. I think it may be desirable to not distract yourself and read it before bed, but that is not my judgment call to make. I have not read it. I simply know that it exists.
Well, if I know that she said that she thought she had a few days with us, it might be something that actually would help with the dream jump. So just
true.
in case, I think it's probably a good idea to give me one sec.
No problem.
Yeah, can you show me where it is on the computer?
Yeah. And he just like pulls it up.
All right. And Jojo sits at the computer and pulls up the letter from Cavelli.
Why don't you read it out loud?
There we go.
Okay. Hey, Jojo. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. Hey, Jojo, parentheses. I think you'd prefer that. I'm kind of your biggest fan. I only really know you from the future, and I've only met you once before, and even then we didn't really talk. But I've read what you said about this time in our history, and I always thought that younger you would be someone I could get along with. Brave and driven and probably a lot more hopeful. And I always thought it was very romantic what you did to save Lorelai during the final battle. I can't tell you exactly what it is, though. I'm sure you'd understand about secrets from the future. I don't have anyone I'm in love with right now, but if I did, I can only hope I'd be willing to sacrifice as much. It's a bit of a controversial opinion, but I prefer to think of it as being idealistic, maybe even sentimental, but what's wrong with that over just young and naive? Anyway, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but whatever you do, I'm sure you'll be great. Don't worry about doing your best. That's all any of us can do. Oh gosh, time travel is so weird for leaving notes for your hero's younger self, though. I believe in all of you, every single member of your team. I really think you can pull through. And now maybe you have a better chance. A series of rainbow hearts. Cavelli.
Oh man. Did the future girl also clock you? Did you see her from around the corner?
Also, was that in character read out loud as well, or?
No, I think she she may have started to read it aloud. Mm-hmm. I think she probably got to the part just before saying "when you save Lorelai" and immediately her.
I think it's one of those like she's reading and then it gets to "where you," and then it just went silent.
And she like crouches closer and is like hugging the tablet at this point, like looking over it and
Jojo,
reading it like over and over.
It appears that this contains ominous and extremely pertinent information to the future.
It's fine. It's nothing.
Reaction. I feel like your reaction doesn't usually come in line with. Is there something ominous?
No. Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So there is something ominous.
I don't.
Is there something?
Annie, give me a minute. And she goes to read the note again. And I think like the 5th time she gets to that part about saving Lorelai and being in love with someone. I'd like to roll to take a powerful blow, please.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah.
I should probably open my rule book on my computer.
And hey, at this moment, is this when Nancy comes over the shoulder to say she
Oh, absolutely. I'm like,
Nancy wants to make it worse.
Oh yeah, did the future girl clock you too?
And this time when you say that, Jojo like jumps up and you see her like half smiling and hyperventilating and she's confused. And to take a powerful blow, that is
it's roll plus conditions.
7.
Okay, so with a 7, you can lash out verbally, provoking a teammate into a foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence on that person to inflict a condition. You don't really have an opposition, so you can't necessarily. I guess you could give ground to the gay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we use team to reduce that? Since it goes the opposite
team
direction.
shifts labels, or it adds one.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Or you can you can struggle past the pain, the gay pain, and mark 2 conditions.
I think I'm gonna lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. Yeah. Oh God. Okay, so I'm going to take advantage of my influence over Jack and inflict a condition and lash out verbally.
Okay. So well, hold on. So if you're using your influence, you get rid of it.
Yes.
And then you, it is up to Marquise whether or not he will try and reject your influence, or if he will take it.
I will say, just a note,
Wait, hold
it's
on.
not going to be anything bad.
You have influence? No, you're good. Yeah, continue.
Oh, let me.
So yeah, it's up to Marquise whether or not he would reject the influence, but you get to add a condition onto him if he decides not to reject it.
Oh, I'm definitely rejecting her influence. That is a 9.
Okay. So you can clear a condition or mark potential, immediately acting to prove Jojo wrong, so you'll have to see what Jojo says.
I will use
You
a
can
team
shift-
selfishly, actually, and make it a 10.
Sure. So you can choose 2 of the following.
Rejecting influence isn't a stat, so you shifting a label wouldn't do anything, fortunately.
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good.
Yeah, so if you are rejecting her influence, you have the choice of clearing a condition or marking potential by immediately acting to prove her wrong. You can shift one label up and one label down according to your choice, or you can cancel their influence entirely and get one forward against her.
Well, I want to see what she says so I know what I'm counteracting. Yeah. Go.
Give me the lead in for this roleplay, please.
So did Future Girl also clock you as well?
Listen. Why do you have to dig into everyone, every single moment of every single goddamn day? I try so hard for this team, and you think you're the only person who has good plans. I came up with the plan of us working on our powers and us working together and having a nice montage. I thought it'd be a fun bonding exercise and also a way for us to go against dissonance. And instead, you lay into everyone and question every plan at any possible moment because it wasn't made by you. And the moment that someone leaves their life in a slightly different way, you're the one who gets to dictate it. For once, let me just have a fucking minute.
Brava. No, like really.
Little shove to the shoulders. Stop!
So,
why do you have to be condescending all of the time?
Because life sucks. Have you not realized this yet? Life sucks.
I'm aware, and part of being on a team is helping each other through it and
and this is
take
why
a
I'm
breath and not just
this is what I'm about to do. If you just take a beat. Here's the thing. I don't know all the brainwashing that's gone in your head. It's not that bad. It really isn't. Take it from me. Literally, homeless, drugs, broken in several different ways, killed people. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But here's the thing. You did make great plans today and the past few days.
Thank
You have been doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Please understand, I'm not going to say this to you every fucking day. I understand you're going through a lot right now.
I get that, but also you constantly throw in my face that you are older than me. You are 6 months older than me. 6 months. That's not that much.
I've lived an entire life in my, like, I could fill like 10 volumes of shit with the life I've lived. Believe me,
same.
been there, done that. Got this hat. So, I just
How does the get the hat figure into this? I'm just really curious.
I've owned this hat for like 3 years. I got it from Homeless Bob.
I mean, it looks nice.
So, are you ready to just calm the fuck down? Are you ready to just accept who you are and what's in your heart? Because believe me, being you, being your authentic you, way more important than trying to please other people who don't care about that.
I don't know where I'm going to stay.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this in the back of my head. So just roll with me. Let's say we save the world, right?
Yeah.
Let's say we defeat dissonance. I feel like monetary compensation is due.
So you want us to defeat dissonance and then ask the city for money?
Yes. Or like the Damocles. I don't give a fuck who. Like, pay me coins, bitch. I'm not here to do shit for free.
I mean, that would be something to bring up with Annie and Jason or the Trident, but
They
I
don't-
feel like that
they
might
don't
be
have money.
inappropriate.
Their parents have money. However, not the point. I don't care who pays the money. I'm just saying we get paid.
I mean, I guess that's fair. We are doing a service for the city.
The world. The world. How many supers have gone missing now? And we're the ones who are going to save them? Pay me what you owe me.
That's fair.
So we're gonna jump over to Jason real fast. Welcome, Jason. Welcome.
That's what you came in on, buddy.
Hi.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
I think he came in on JoJo's screening.
So much.
He came in.
Apparently, Negative Nancy wants to hustle my family for money. What's going on?
So did you listen to last episode at all, or should I give you a real quick catch up?
A little bit. Apparently, I'm a villain. I'm gonna be a bounty hunter. Apparently, I'm gonna become Boba Fett. What's going
Technically
on?
not a villain. I would call you more of an anti-hero, if anything. But
Literally anti-hero.
yeah,
Gritty
you don't like heroes.
bounty hunter who stole my friends' powers and then not kill them so they could see the world they created. Yes.
Yeah, you can blame Nora for that
Nasty
decision.
boy.
But last episode, we had you walk away after the feelings of Karai were exposed.
And I went
I'm gonna
home afterwards.
Well, I'm going to give you two choices. You can either have gone home in a search for more information about where your father is, or I will give you the opportunity to follow where the necklace you have beckoned you.
I'll go with the necklace.
God damn it!
Okay.
Yeah, I went to have my own
choice.
moments, and then I mean I don't know if the necklace came into play last game. I heard sections of it, but
It's probably not important.
I went
Don't
to my
worry about
own
it.
corner, and then when I came back, everyone was gone. I was like,
Yeah.
"Where is everyone?"
Pretty much.
I doubt they started doing the let's figure out each other's powers without
not
me,
without
since I'm a
you, of
key member
course
of the
not.
team. No,
Yeah,
of course they would
never
never
do
do that.
that.
So apparently they probably were doing something else. And I was like, okay. Oh, wait, I got this necklace from Shock. I'll figure out what the hell is going on with this. So I figured out to do
Sure. So as
where did
you
it
are
take
looking
me, person to
at
share?
you look at this necklace that you had taken off of Shock's person during your fight on the bridge, it begins to pulsate with not necessarily, I guess the best way you could describe it is power. It sends kind of weird radiating energy in your hand as it begins to glow and then dissipate and then glow and then dissipate. And treating it kind of like a metal detector, as you begin to follow a path out of the school, the glowing becomes faster and faster. If you stray from the path that it wishes you to go on, it becomes slower. So you're playing a game of hot and cold with this necklace. So if you could roll to assess the situation for me, real quick.
I will do that. Lead me to the heat necklace.
Lead me
After
to
I
the
get
heat,
into
he said.
roll dice with friends.
That's fair.
Yes, because hot and cold. It makes sense. That is a 9. Wait, assess the
Plus
situation with
your
my.
superior.
That is a 10.
Ooh, look at you. There you go, that +1. So, one of the questions I will have is just that you can follow it easily, but you can still ask one more question about the situation.
What is this necklace?
It is created by your principal, one of 3 created by your principal. The way it was described last episode is basically a Pokeball for powers.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
If you are ever in a battle with another super, and you manage to knock them unconscious, you can take their powers. It is also kind of like a tracking device, so they definitely know where you are.
So this is the power of someone.
Since you rolled a 10, I will say that there is one power still in there. You don't know whose, but there is a power in there. But it's currently more so used as a tracking device than anything.
If I know it's a tracking device, can I break it and absorb its power and then not make it a tracker device anymore?
I'm gonna have you roll to assess the situation to see if you know how that works.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna have you just
Worst case, I get advancement. No, but that's 10.
Cool. So if you break it, the power will disappear, but it will not track you. It has to remain intact in order for you to be able to take the power from it. You won't be absorbing the power itself. Yes.
Can I see whose power it is?
Yes, you can. It's your dad's.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm not gonna break that.
It's your dad's power.
Come at me, shock and awe. Huh.
I have double Argo.
It's basically double Argo.
Argo squared.
Yeah.
It's your dad's.
Can I figure out how to absorb that power?
Easy enough, I'll say, because you asked if you could shatter it, and it'll. So technically, you will never have the power itself. You can unleash the power with the necklace. You have to roll to unleash your power anytime you want to use it. You're borrowing the power from the necklace, not necessarily taking the power yourself.
I'll give that power back to my daddy as a good Damocles boy.
You should just give it to Buckler for
Can we just call him Dad?
So many whispers going on. I can't hear.
Can we just call him Dad?
Can we just call him Dad? Not Daddy.
No, Daddy.
I mean, he is pretty hot, though.
Don't family shame me.
Pretty hot, though.
I'll call my dad whatever I want. I can call him Trident if that's how it is.
I wish you would.
No, I'll call him Dad.
Okay. So are you still following this?
I'll
now
follow.
that you know it's a tracking device, are you following it?
I'll follow it with caution.
Sure. You follow
Since
it for about.
I've learned lessons with my time with my super team.
I'm sorry, I have to ask, how, Sinan, this is a legitimate question. How does Jason approach anything carefully?
I would really love to hear that narration.
Locked. Red for filth.
I need
the library is open.
No, she done closed the library on that one.
I just need to hear the narration of how he approaches carefully because I really want to know.
I mean, every mistake is an opportunity to learn. No, last time I was not careful. Now I know how to be careful.
He's Pink Panther.
I will count till 10 before attacking. Careful.
Count till 10. That's a good technique.
Yeah,
Definitely.
count till 10.
Perfect. So you follow this, for, again, lack of a better term, this metal detector necklace that will, it leads you towards the docks. As you make your way toward the docks, it gets faster and faster until you are standing at the very edge of the very farthest dock out, staring into the water.
That's it? Just water?
Yeah, it just looks like the water. You can roll to assess the situation if you want.
Sure.
Or you can just jump into the water head first.
I am more careful now. I roll first.
Yeah, he takes 10
Until
seconds
10.
to look at the water first.
And then he jumps.
That is a 6.
Cool, that's a failure. You
then I jump.
Potential, and then you jump in. Perfect.
Yeah, I counted till 10.
Oh
I didn't
God.
see anything. I jump.
I can't.
God, I missed him. I missed having this in game. Y'all did responsible things last session. This is so much better.
I'm in a very chaotic mood today. I don't know why. I'm all in for this. Let's
So
go.
as you jump into
Hey, worst case, I'll work on my breaststroke. It's fine. It's all right. Come on.
As you jump into the water, it takes you a second or two to kind of be able to open your eyes underwater. This is ocean water after all, so it's salty. Yeah, a little stingy. As your vision kind of comes to, you can see underneath the city proper itself is a massive, sprawling base.
The Legion of Doom.
Well, since my well, I don't know where my super team's at.
You do have a communicator.
Yeah.
I do just want to point this out.
Oh, I mean, how much time has gone by?
It's been like an hour since you left.
Super team, what y'all doing? Where y'all at? Fine, well, I'll swim to the surface. Super team, hey,
You guys are all in the
resident
basement?
golden retriever. Can you guys hear me?
Where the hell have you been?
I
Dude,
don't.
there was like someone from the future. The future. You
Someone
missed
from the
it.
future. What do you mean it's future? Isn't that a movie? That's
travel.
Okay. I'm very sorry to disturb your movie night. I'm sure it's Back to the Future is great, but I hear great reviews. But
honey,
I just Underground City, Underground Base, villains. My dad, necklace, power.
Wait, our father has an
Pokeball.
underground villain base?
No, I think my father's in there.
The
I mean,
worst
our
game
father
of
is in there,
charades.
and well, I mean, I was like, you know, I was having a moment, and then I was like, where's my super team? They're gone. I thought we were gonna figure out each other's powers. Where might there be? And then necklace power from shock that led me to underground super base. I think my dad's there.
Necklace?
Yeah.
Hold on, there's a series of questions we really need to ask here.
What's a
didn't see-
Pokemon?
You did. So, we're gonna skip past that one because I don't have time or the energy. However, I'm gonna ask you a question, Jason, and I want you to be very, very honest with me.
Okay.
Did you literally jump into the water to discover this underwater base?
There was a pause. No.
Jojo,
Are
not
you guys
over the
can hear
communicator.
the
Wait.
ambient like sound of him keeping himself afloat.
So not over the communicator. She takes the finger off the button, looks to Jack, and goes, "He totally jumped in."
So, all right. Hey, so I have been told that I'm extremely caustic to people. That was really great detective work on your part.
Thank you.
So, I need you to come back to the school so that we can assess what we're going to do next. Because
Underground base.
Yeah,
It's right in front of me.
Yeah, okay. So here's the problem with an
I got
underwater.
the Argo.
Right.
I can like punch a hole in it.
That would cause a whole bunch of different problems that I don't think you're thinking of
That
right
would
now.
lead to the drowning. Best case scenario, it would lead to the drowning of everyone. Worst case scenario, it would do nothing, as they probably have planned for a breach in the hull.
Well, they probably they might be, but since we haven't had the
Does this
chance to
base
look-
have any indicators of who controls it, what it is? Is there like a logo on it?
Give me 1 second.
Does it have an evil
You
brand?
hear just an
Does the
inhale and a
situation-
splash. Go ahead, roll to assess the situation.
Can I roll to assist the situation?
I mean, listen, like military
That
bases
is
have
an
like
8.
signs
Is
of
there
what
a
they
logo?
are on there. So
There is no logo. Why would
No.
there be a logo?
So, buddy, I appreciate what you did there. I think that you're an amazing person, and I would love to give you a big hug. Back at the school,
I like hugs.
not in the middle of the water where you could get shot at by the underwater base.
Oh, I'm not in the water. I'm above water.
We can hear the splashing sounds currently.
Oh, yeah, because there are waves.
Are you really going to sit here and try and lie to me today?
What do you mean?
Jason?
Jason, I can access any of the security cameras in the city. I could just look at your current position, but I can hear the water.
That'll be great because you'll know where the underground base is.
Actually, I take my finger off the communicator and I look at Annie. How did the Golden Prophet not pick up on that?
I'm sure that, well, first of all, the city does not install security cameras underwater, and I'm sure they have many countermeasures against being discovered. There's exclusively one company that deals with shipping in and out of the city, and I would be shocked if they did not have some hand in keeping them quiet.
Shocked and odd?
Aegis.
No, I would simply be shocked.
Also, can I just say, New Atlantis, the underground base for the enemies being underwater, it's a little on the nose, don't you think?
I mean, if I'm going to hide something, it's either going to be underwater or in the sky.
Or both. I mean, what?
Okay, Bioshock.
Listen, Infinite much better is much better than the first one.
I want to play that game someday. Can I come over and try it next time we're there?
Sure.
Okay.
So what we're doing about the underground city? I think I can hear you. One of you open the...
You should return back to school. We are going to attempt the dream hop, and it would be very good to have you here for either the dream or protecting us while we dream.
Underground base, though, and my dad,
Yeah, but we need to come up with a game plan first, hun. So it'd probably be better if we
all right. Yeah.
Don't worry.
What are you all
Jason,
doing, by the way? What were you all doing this whole time?
We can debrief you shortly. Again, there was an individual from the future with very limited time here. I shall be creating a device to scout out the base from a safe distance, hopefully.
I mean,
so we should not be leaving it alone.
Okay.
Yes, but you can also.
When are we doing training? When are we doing the cross power training?
We cannot do so while you are in the ocean.
When are we doing it, though?
Don't you agree?
When you
are
get
we doing
back.
It now, though? Fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Negative Fantasy. Why are you always yelling at me? Come on.
Because it seems to be the only thing that gets you to do anything. Come home now.
No, you can say come, and I'll come there.
You gotta whistle.
Where are you gonna come?
Oh my
What
god.
do you mean? Come there to the school.
Stop it.
The implication was that Jason would come anywhere that Negative Nancy told him to.
Yeah. I mean, we're a team now.
Are you also gonna arrive here soon? Are you gonna show up?
Jojo's face is flush red, and she is just staring at the ground.
That's what I meant by coming. I'll come to the school.
And I just go and whisper.
Come at school.
Forward to that.
And I just go and whisper in Annie's ear the implication of what he said.
Brian's just standing there with like the biggest shit.
So where should I? So where should I come?
You
Jason,
should arrive.
That also means ejaculation.
What?
Perhaps use a better word.
What's
Thanks, Annie. Thanks, Annie.
What do you mean by ejaculation?
Oh Lord.
I'm sorry. Have you? Oh wow, that's a conversation for another day.
I do not.
We've been playing for like an hour, guys.
I'm just gonna.
Fine, I'll change my wording. Because apparently it means something else than what it is in the freaking dictionary. I'll get there.
I enjoy it.
I will. I would like to spend a little bit of time working with my tech and some nanobots to create a little scouting, little drone to kind of be able to scout the facility.
Easy enough. It takes you. I mean, Jason can get there pretty fast, so I'm pretty sure you're still working on it when Jason arrives at the school.
By the way, I'm gonna use my super speed to get there, and while I'm getting there, I'm gonna also use my super speed as a way to dry off, so I don't embarrass myself.
So you're gonna shake like a dog that just got out of water really fast to get all the water off. Got it.
Yeah, because I don't want them to actually think I went under the water, because the way they asked those questions implicated that me going under the water was stupid. I still don't get why, but I know it's stupid, and I'm embarrassed about it because, damn, that's a mean super team move. Damn it.
Okay. So Jason is now in the basement as Buckler is working on some technology.
So glad you've arrived. Again.
I'm glad too. What y'all been doing? It's been a while. I went to a corner and then you were gone.
What? You were gone.
We just went out to the track field, huh?
Yeah, we just walked outside.
I thought we were going to be in the basement.
Well, for the sleeping part of the evening, but we went to the track field to practice for a bit, and
you just gotta communicate these things properly with me. Come on.
Oh no, you won't. I know you. Hold on. First of all, let's be very clear about something. You were not picking up the communicator, sir.
Mr. I have
the principal grant.
I had the communicator I had the communicator with me the whole time. Oh wait, it wasn't on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
I love you.
Okay, that's how it works.
Face. You're a wonderful person.
I see. Okay. So it's the green light that makes. Okay. Now, okay, this is being very enlightening moment right now. Okay, this is
Hey, what's Karai doing during all of this? I'm very curious.
Karai assumed we were going to bed for dreaming, and so is in a t-shirt 8 times too big for them, and like basketball shorts, and sitting on a cot eating potato chips with a shit-eating grin on their face. Like, yeah, just like, man, you guys are really dramatic this evening.
Look,
unnoticed.
So we had someone who was from a different timeline visit us because in her timeline we screwed up hard, and then I failed Jason. We do a propeller effect as I fill in Jason on everything that happened last time. So that Cavelli said that Jason in this other timeline went off the deep end and became a bounty hunter and took all these powers from people. That she already knew what our powers were, and she was there to help us so that we could succeed in this timeline.
Wait. What?
You apparently
why would I do that?
Fucked all of us over.
You really think that you don't have that in you? I clocked that like moment one.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call bullshit. You're just saying that because you want to look superior right now.
Wait, no.
Annie is like
why
not
would I
paying
do
attention.
that? I wouldn't do something like that.
Annie's like not paying
Of
attention,
course,
but
you can
still
say that if you got a future.
Jason, a like pad hits your foot, and that has like articles from Cavelli's timeline, about what happened with me, and also what happened, what you did.
How do you know you can trust this person? We got like all sorts of people with powers that can like do anything. How
Because Blink was with her. The person who's been training me, the person who helped me get control of my powers in the first place, is the one who trained her to help us.
Also
fair. I think it's dumb. Still, I still doubt that Negative Nancy clocked that with me, since he was been calling me a golden retriever this whole time. I'm calling bullshit on him clocking that I'm gonna turn.
Would you like to know my very first impression of you, buddy?
No.
Okay.
You're just gonna make something up.
Oh, really?
Right now, based on this whole context.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
keep saying that to feel better.
I
However,
still think this
she
is
also
dumb.
did help us get Principal Grand on our side.
You keep saying this to feel better about like thinking you've got the one up on all of us. I doubt it.
I mean, I do, but that's neither here nor there.
Jojo gives side eye to Nancy, like, remember what we talked about?
I'm not gonna be nice to him.
Hey,
Elbow.
Jason.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Cry.
Hey, what's up? You want some potato chips?
Oh, yeah.
You should just here you go. Like, here's the these are from Canada. They're ketchup. Here, try them. Listen, we're all sitting here telling you, do you honestly think that one person could have fooled all of us? Do you think they could have fooled me, who can literally like sense people's emotions and the way that they lie or tell the truth by the way that their heart beats, the way that their blood moves in their body? Like, I literally sense their life force. Do you think that they could fool me and
So,
everyone else here?
I mean, I don't know about that, but
So,
like,
I'm just gonna
you're telling
ask
me,
you.
you're telling me that in the future,
I want to ask. Trust us. We're not lying to you. Why would we lie to you?
I trust you all. You're my super team.
Okay,
But
well,
I don't
can
trust
you
this
trust our
random
judgment
person
as
from
well?
the future that
And the
I never
assessment?
met.
You didn't, because you weren't here, because you.
I mean,
we're processing your
I just
emotional
don't trust.
emotions, and I get it.
I'm just gonna say that I just don't trust this random person who appeared this few hours that I just wasn't here, just for some reason, and then disappeared the moment I came back. It's just a little weird.
It's very weird.
Also, just want to say, like, I just want to say, like, do you all think that I'm actually someone who would just like go to the side of dissonance and shock and awe someone I just fought, who stole my dad and like tortured my dad against you all, and then hunt people in the superhero business for them and then give them powers just to live for like I know people in the superhero business. They're my parents, they're my family, they're people I know, they're family friends, and they're you.
Hey, buddy.
Why would I do that to shock and awe?
Hey, buddy.
And
can I ask you something?
Okay.
Have you ever really lost someone?
I mean, no.
Have you ever had someone unjustly taken from you?
My dad.
As you remember from earlier today when I went off the deep end on the Golden Prophet, it's very easy to want to become the person that you never thought you would be when confronted with that.
But like you had us to get you back, and I have,
and I'm very thankful for that.
Back.
Yeah, but Jason, we're not saying that we think this is going to happen now. What we're saying is there's an alternate universe, and there are a million different ways that alternate universes can span, different options. So it's just one of millions. And the reason she came here was to help us prevent that. So we're not saying that we think you're going to do that here and now. We're saying that we want to do everything we can to make sure that
Negative Nancy just said it was part of me all along because he clocked it in me.
Mm-hmm.
The first impression was this.
Just because someone is capable of doing a bad thing, you are really strong and you are really passionate, but you really care about this team. So I believe that that's not going to happen. Not here. Not with all of us at your back.
I agree. Sorry, still ketchup on me from the fries. I mean, I.
However, there's another issue. Two things have now presented themselves:
issue.
The underwater base and the dream.
Really quick, can JoJo see the necklace?
Depends where Jason has it on him.
Hey, Sinan, where do you have the necklace?
Oh, I'm decided to wear it because I realized it's part of my dad, and I'm like, Team Dad.
Jack says we need to figure out the base, the dream, and Jojo points and goes, and that. Where did you get that?
Oh,
that necklace. Where did you get that necklace?
I was fighting when we were fighting Shock and Awe. I went for a punch, and then when I fell, I had this in my hand.
Oh no! Oh my god. Can I see that?
Sure. Yeah.
Jojo looks at it up close. Is this anything like the necklace Lorelai was wearing?
That is exactly the same.
It is. It's the same necklace or the same.
It's
type
not.
Of necklace?
It's the same type of necklace. They look exactly the same.
Guys, they have multiple. They have
no,
multiple
this
of these
bad.
necklaces. I don't know where you found this, but Lorelai was wearing one exactly like it, and now she's been taken by them too.
I said it. Shock had it.
So these are how they're getting all these powers.
Indeed.
Okay.
Also, everyone say hi to Lyri, long-range reconnaissance exobot, and there's just like a little like scarab-shaped robot that's been made out of the nanobots.
Hi, Larry.
Lyri?
It kind of like
Cute.
What?
Oh man, it's so tiny and buggy, and I can't.
We are going
control
to.
it in any way.
I'm going to bug the base.
Was that a pun, Annie?
Did Annie
He's
just
growing.
make a joke?
Did you just make a pun?
I thought it was. I thought it
The
might be
lowest
fitting.
form of humor. You're
Oh, I get it. It's because it's shaped like a bug.
Now, oh my god, you two are related.
There's no
That's
way that they're
funny.
not. They have to be.
Oh man,
I just
It's
saw-
literally the same energy
We
going on
well,
right
we
now.
do need to know what is happening within the base, so that is why I. But
Okay.
Makes perfect sense.
Annie, I think you're good at comedy too. You should do something about that.
No, I don't believe that
You
is the
know
best
what?
use of my
We can
current
ta-
skill
we
set.
can- You know what? At some point, Annie can concentrate on his stand-up career. Tonight.
For now, I'm going to control Lyri.
Yeah. So, is it time to go to bed? Can we do this?
Who all is
Like
going into the
1
dream?
a.m.
I believe we agreed that it was going to be Jason and Jack outside the dream.
Mm-hmm. And then you two
Because-
coming in with me.
Jack can't go in the dream, and then Jason is a really good defender.
Yeah.
Jason, is that okay with you? So the plan here is I'm going to try and hop into the dreams of someone who has been abducted. That way we can figure out where everyone is and what's going on.
Wait, so where am I at this point?
So Nancy can't come into the dream, and we figured that if someone comes here or tracks us down, then you and Nancy have plenty of power to defend our bodies while our minds are going to be elsewhere.
Isn't it more
I
likely
have a
that we would
question.
be attacked in the dream?
That is why Karai is coming.
Yes, and that's why I have a question.
Because, yes.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
What if I can't use my powers in the dream?
Yeah, because isn't Karai's powers more water based? There's more water here. You
It's
can literally get
synergy-based.
like,
Mhm.
or yeah.
We could
Oh, you weren't
easily.
there for that.
But my powers are more, they come from me.
Mhm.
So it's more likely that if I'm dream hopping with you all,
my
I will
only
have more
concern-
powers accessible for me. While Karai is more useful here, even though I don't mean to throw
My
shade or
only
what
concern
powers
would be
Karai, but
simply
yeah.
that Karai's powers, and this is said only as a practicality, that Karai's powers, if something were to go wrong, we will be asleep. And if something goes wrong and Karai's defending here, we will be unable to defend ourselves from any backlash, such as, and just look at the still broken pipes all around the basement. Whereas in the dream realm, we will at least be.
This was
Conscious with
only a
you.
week ago that this happened.
But
Yes.
but
So
again,
I'm not
like
that
we
much
we,
better
we
than I
don't know
was.
we don't
Yeah,
really
you
know
got
if
a
there's
point.
water in dreams, right? Are there water in the dreams?
How about this? All four of you can go. I can keep you all safe.
I
no
just
problem.
like that plan.
No. I think we should
I'll
have
still
someone
go.
here.
I just
Definitely.
wanted to kind of point that out to maybe be prepared that I
think-
can't manipulate. I can't override the energy in your dream.
Honestly, I actually think that's a fair point. That wasn't something I've been thinking about. So I do actually think it might be better if we switch Jason and Karai on teams.
Let's do that.
Okay with everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
But if our powers get switched, when are we doing the switch power training?
We already did part of it, but we were gonna be filling you in later. So I'm more than happy to give you the lowdown on ours.
I took thorough notes.
But
So
what
did
if I
I.
get switch powers?
Then we can talk you through it when we get there.
Okay. You guys had that up without me?
We didn't mean
Yeah,
to.
okay. Yeah, no,
you.
let's go to the dream. I doubt our powers will get switched. This is not that big of a deal.
I put my hand on Jason's shoulder. So.
Oh, this may have been self-evident. We do need to be careful. I think. It seems evident to me that the only reason that we have been able to lose our powers and have them swapped is because we are dreaming and in Dissonance's realm. I don't know if they held back when we initially encountered them by not switched our powers, but I believe if they could have, they might have. So I believe maybe if we were to encounter Dissonance in this realm, they might not be able to switch our powers, whereas while we are dreaming, they might be able to. So that is something to consider as well.
Oh yeah, and if I'm not the one with the training, that's a little bit of a problem. So
Okay, then
should I get a crash course in the way? How long does this take to go to the dream?
We'll do a crash course montage, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Jason then.
Crash course montage.
Yeah.
Just a
Crash course
buckler
montage.
and
Insert it
Watch
here.
this episode.
Okay, so who's going into the dream?
It's
think the
me,
brothers-
Jason, and
Crash courses happen. We're all switching
No.
to pajamas. It's good times. Yay.
I need two things.
Yes.
Jojo, you are over
And-
yourself.
and then-
Mark your doom track.
So you need to touch for the power negation? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, there were a million people talking at once. My processing shut off. What?
You have.
Sorry.
You are
No,
overexerting
no worries.
yourself, so you
Yep.
must mark your doom track.
Yep, absolutely. Okay.
And then I need you to roll 1d6 to see where you're going. Because there are 6 different places you could end up.
Question for you, GM, actually. I would like to go into a specific person's dream. If I mark my doom track to use portal, can I make sure that in that dream I go where I want to go?
Mark your doom track.
Great. Okay, cool. That's another doom sign.
Woo! Oh, another doom sign.
We're just
yes.
throwing those out there willy
How
nilly.
close are we to,
The end?
Yeah. To the shit show that is what happens when you mark all of your doom signs.
Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to decide which one. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take Dark Visions back. So I have 3 marked out of the 6. So
Okay.
the 6th is your doom arrives. So we're still okay,
The
guys.
two
Remember,
safe ones.
yeah, on one of my level ups, I marked one of my doom's tracks off.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So don't worry, I've been keeping
So
an eye on it.
Everything's fine. Is what
Everything's
I'm
fine
hearing.
for now. For now.
Good.
So you took Dark Visions back?
I take Dark Visions back, and I want to go into Lorelai's dream.
Okay. So you all, the 3 of you, bamf into Lorelai's dream. It is, I wouldn't say a dream. It's more of a stasis of her mind. She is not sleeping. She is not awake. She is held in limbo, basically. So you are in her mind, and you can hear the things going on around her, but she is not actively dreaming. So you are standing in a dark void, and you can hear echoes of what sound like people.
And while we're here,
Whoa.
Jojo is going to turn around, and this would have happened in the montage, and this happened in the last episode, but you're actually going to see her just look around and say, okay, I think I know what the situation might be here. And she snaps, and you feel, or you see psychic constructs are created around you to like adjust your clothing. And it looks, so Jason, for you, it looks like an outfit you would be wearing doing tech at drama club, so like all blacks. And then Annie, yours would be something that is probably more akin to what you would wear in school versus the superhero uniform. And Jojo changes into the outfit she wore, I think, to the art gallery opening. And Jojo just says, do me a favor, just follow my lead, don't talk to anyone unless they actively engage you first, and don't touch anything unless we think we need to. Okay, we just don't want to alter things where we don't need to. Okay,
I don't believe there's anything to alter. These
so
noises sound like they're coming
weird.
from not here.
well,
Is this
I mean,
what people mean when they say trippy?
sometimes. And Jojo is going to, in the area they're in, she's going to take a step further to see if anything else is lit or opens up.
It is just the dark void. But I will ask that all three of you roll to assess the situation for me.
Absolutely.
14?
Okay.
Ooh.
That's superior, right?
Yep.
I'm giving myself
7.
I'm giving myself an audience +1, so that'll be a 7.
7? Okay.
I got a 7 too.
So the
This
two of you
is
who
lit.
did not roll, that crazy high number, I will give you the fact you can hear what sounds like Shock and Oz voice. Well, technically just Oz voice.
Wait, that's that really mean person. Wait, that's awe.
Yeah. What can we hear of the conversation?
So it's not necessarily a conversation. She's not talking to anyone, or it seems to not be talking to anyone.
Okay.
She is, well, I wouldn't say that. She is talking out loud, but there is not a voice responding to her.
It's a one-sided conversation.
Exactly. It's like if someone was on the phone and you hear just the one-sided
And
conversation.
what is the one-sided conversation of?
You hear her talking to her brother, though her brother is not responding. She is discussing how to bring him back.
Oh.
Annie,
Now,
you can
are
ask one
you-
more question about the situation because you
Jerk-faced.
rolled. Hi.
Okay. You can tell me if this would count as a question, but this is just languages.
Yeah.
When you say him, are you specifically keeping it vague, or is that meant to?
No, that is meant to be
Yeah.
Shock. That's not
Got
your
you.
question.
Yeah. So, and wait, so it's Shock talking to Awe, right? And so
No,
bringing.
Awe is talking to Shock because Shock
I got
is,
it flipped up. Cool.
from
Okay.
what JoJo remembers, technically not conscious.
Even though we saw Shock on the bridge.
Yeah, you saw Shock, sure.
Right.
Listen.
Do not trust your lying eyes.
No.
I mean, that just says everything there.
What's your other question, Annie?
I think. All right. How about this? So given how Shock is talking to them,
Other way.
and what I
Awe.
noticed, yes, how Awe is talking to Shock, is Dissonance the one keeping Awe unconscious?
Dissonance is not keeping Shock unconscious, no.
Okay. So it's not like a.
So Jason asked the question of, can we hear the conversation? Can I ask a question, like my single
Yeah, go
thing? Or okay. Is the reason why Lorelai is in limbo that she is not here at all? Please leave a message after the beep. Or is it that she's being kept in stasis?
She's being kept in stasis.
I'm sure it's what's happened to like the Golden Prophet.
Well, so here's what I'm wondering, because this is a backstory thing that we have established, but we have established that JoJo has gone into the minds of people in comas who are being kept in stasis, but who are still there.
This is
One
a
of them-
superpower being kept in stasis.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's anything I can try to get some of Lorelai back out, since, like, for example, with Jack's uncle's dream.
Why don't you roll to unleash your powers?
Yeah, I would love to do that. Give me one sec. And this is plus freak, right?
Yep.
Yes.
3 plus 3 is 6. I'm gonna add another. No, I can't because it's the same scene. Never mind. It's a failure. And I level up.
Can I use team to
use team.
assist? I would like to use our team to assist.
So
Give a +1.
Thank you.
Lovely Jojo. I do believe this is also overexerting yourself.
It totally is.
So I do believe that's another
track.
mark on your doom track.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine.
Everything's
I'll take
fine.
it.
Yeah, sure.
It's Lorelai. I need her to be okay.
So, as you kind of look around, realizing that she is kept in this weird stasis, you put your hands to the ground in this situation and release as much psychic construct energy, that same kind of energy that you've used to build those constructs before, into the surrounding area. And it flickers to life. You see memories. You see, like when you're getting ready to go to bed and you're like, remember that dumb thing you did when you were 8 years old? Kind of those things replaying in her head. And then you hear awe. And you hear, no. And it goes up.
Jojo's gonna try again. I'm not okay with this.
Okay, roll to unleash your powers.
And Jojo is just sitting there like, Lore, I know you're here. I know you can hear me. And says, it's Jojo. Come on.
Greetings.
That's a 12.
Are we able to communicate now?
Boom.
That is a big ass 12.
Again, you mark your doom track.
Yep.
This has been like 4 in a row.
It's Lorelai.
It flickers back to life again, and I need you, just you, to roll to assess the situation.
Concerned.
Actually, no. The other 2 of you can also roll.
Yay. 11.
It's a 7.
Okay.
9.
Sure.
Yay.
So all 3 of you see a memory of Lorelai when she was maybe... Hold on. Jack, how old were you when the Golden Prophet fucked everything up for you?
8.
That's what I thought. You see an image of Lorelai when she's about 7, 6-ish. You see rubble, fire. You see this young girl on the ground crying. You see this large extraterrestrial bestial creature knock into a bank, knock into several office buildings. And you see this little girl look over to see another little boy crying over the body of an unconscious man. Looks kind of like Jack. And then you see her look up to see a woman. Smile and reach her hand down to this little girl. Don't worry. We'll keep you safe. And she takes the hand of this woman, and off they walk.
Was that awe?
It was indeed awe.
So awe adopted Lorelai.
Yup.
And now is holding her hostage?
No.
But she's being kept in stasis by the woman who adopted her.
Lorelai is not completely human. There is a playbook called The Transformed.
Cool. So, do we get questions?
Yeah.
So, this is the first time I've definitely seen the alien from that day.
Mm-hmm.
So, was it like either of the ones we fought on our very first day, or is it look like connect? Yeah, so
It looks like a much bigger version.
of the thing we fought.
It looks like the mama version of the thing you fought.
Got it. Yeah, and that's probably got it. So the mama and it left its egg, or its egg got captured. Cool. Second question. I mean, you all have questions as well.
Yep. Both Jason and Jojo get one question. Buckler gets one more.
Yeah, I get to think of a good one though.
Give me a minute. I need to ask the last question. I'm reeling a bit.
So, shock and awe humans.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, human. They're not.
Well, yeah, they're not
extraterrestrial.
They're not aliens.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Why is Lorelei put in this state by awe?
Because Lorelei is significantly more powerful than both shock and awe.
Does Lorelei want to be here?
No.
Guys?
Yes.
I'm about to do something risky.
Before we do so, hello, Awe, is this an open channel of communication?
From what you gathered from the oh no, it was Awe talking to Lorelei, seeing that Lorelei was waking up.
Aha. Got it.
Lorelei, can you hear me?
Why don't you roll to pierce the mask for me?
I sure would like to do that. She's trying to wake up the dream to talk to Lorelei in some way.
So you're rolling plus mundane.
Yeah, 7 -1 because my mundane moved down. Fuck.
That's a failure.
Yeah, it sure is.
And you hear.
Wait.
Do you have one team that you could use selfishly if you wanted to?
Wait.
Okay.
Ha! No,
Yes.
I can do
Waiting is
this.
happening.
I'll save you. You're willing to pay high cost to keep your loved ones safe. Reveal your secret identity to someone watching or mark a condition to defend a loved one as if you rolled a 12+. She is a loved one. She is in a dangerous situation. Can I use this as a 12+?
You
To communicate with her to get her the fuck out.
Yeah.
And someone is going to know about her secret identity now.
Yeah, it's gonna be Lorelei.
Yep, figured as much.
And you hear.
Is it
You see.
or see
No,
something?
so you see from those visions, from the memories, it flickers out. And you see much akin to Kid Jack. You see a small Kid Lorelei looking up at you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Jojo kneels down. Hey, you remember me?
You're Mancer, right?
Yeah, I'm
And you
Mancer.
just see this like big old fucking smile on her face. And she comes up, like jumps up from her seated position and hugs you. And she comes up to like maybe mid-thigh.
And I feel like we've been in school together since Lorelei got to the area. So I've seen her this young.
Yeah.
And Jojo hugs her and says, hey, I'm going to get you out of here, okay?
I don't really think you can.
I can try.
I mean, okay, no one's gonna stop you from trying, but I can tell you that's a really bad idea.
Why is it a bad idea?
They're gonna hurt you.
That's okay if it gets you out.
No, they're gonna hurt you way before you can even get to me.
So
And there's
where-
not like I
where-
can do a whole lot, because I'm stuck.
How are you stuck?
I can't. So when I come back, they basically just make me go to sleep.
Where are you right now?
Under the city.
In the water?
Mm-hmm. Which sucks because I hate the water.
I know. You've never been able to swim. You've never been very good at it. No,
No, I
offense.
can't swim and they want me to swim and I hate it.
I told you I would teach you.
No.
Okay, anyway, we'll get to that later. Lore? So I've got friends with me, and we're going to try and come and find you. So this is Buckler, and points to Jason, and this is the Argonaut. So is there anything we need to know? Because we want to come to the base, and we want to come get you guys. Do you think it'd be better if we teleport in, or is there a problem with the doors?
So like every supervillain ever kind of stays here. So like if you come in, you're gonna basically see every supervillain ever.
Excuse me? So, and can I ask another question, Lore?
Yeah. I'm not doing anything. I'm asleep.
Are you in the Aegis Academy?
Mm-mm.
No, it's a different place.
Yeah.
So every super that exists is where you are.
Well, it seems like it. I mean, they go out, of course, to go do super villainy things or whatever, but yeah, basically all of them.
Looks to Buckler a little terrified.
Concerning. I have an idea.
Yeah, here. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, okay?
And you see that basically she manifests a coloring book next to her and starts just coloring. She lays down on her stomach, props her feet up in the air, does a little kicky thing as she like begins to color.
She, I think, manifests like a single color, and then JoJo's gonna make psychic constructs of like the 100 pack of Crayola and Prismacolor, and then pulls the Argonaut and Buckler to the side and says, "Okay, what are you thinking?"
If Awe is keeping this induced state, I believe you may be able to break Lorelei out, but not without then immediately resuming it. Now, if I could return to the waking world, I believe that the Argonaut, having gotten that necklace, could be a way we could lure them away from the base for a brief moment. You could then attempt to break Lorelei out of the bond with, hopefully, distracted and unable to maintain it, and then hopefully guide her out.
Okay, got it. So you get to the point where you're awake. Do you think Jason should go with you too?
I don't know if there would be a threat in the dream.
My big thought was I might be able to just teleport her from here.
I'm unaware exactly the mechanics of dream teleportation.
I mean, a lot of it is guesswork. What do you think, Jason?
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. It was like
Lorelei's
like
being kept under by Awe, and is in the facility, which apparently houses all supervillains. So an infiltration mission would be highly inadvised. My plan was to leave the dream with the rest of the team and your necklace, potentially lure Awe away from Lorelei. That way, hopefully, the hold in this stasis-like state can be broken in the dream while we distract Awe. The question is whether or not I am just concerned leaving you alone, if there's any other kind of defense mechanism.
The only thing I'm thinking is if I leave Lorelei alone and they know someone's coming, who knows what else they might do to her.
I think if Lorelei can defend herself, though, or at least blend in, I don't know. but we need to get all away from Lorelai.
Yeah.
If we're going to help her,
You can find something she
So-
wants.
we have something she wants.
What's that?
So what you're
necklace.
what you're suggesting is that I take the neck. Where the hell did I put this thing?
We're in the
It's
dreams.
somewhere here. It's dream. It's physical world. It's there. Oh yeah, I dropped it. Don't worry, I take care of it. So I take this thing and I lure. I have an epic hero villain standoff between and me, while you, as a distraction, while you do this thing.
While I portal hop and get her out.
If that is the case, then I think I should stay. I think will take a
like the
significant
sound of
amount of
that.
effort from you, Manser, and I don't want to leave you alone.
I like the sound of that. I will also get to fight and get to maybe say my dad. I
Jason,
like the sound
Argonaut,
of that. Yes.
do not fight.
No, you can call me Jason.
Avoid
Your dad is.
fighting.
Which one's your dad? Because there's a lot of people held down here.
Trident. He's like super cool.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Lorelai?
So, like, he was super powerful and he tried to hurt and so they took his powers away, and then he was just a normal person. So then they kind of beat him up really bad. Now he's kind of like, he's not really like, I wouldn't say it's like a coma, but he's not
So, okay.
And then she hands you, Jojo, a crudely drawn picture of what looks like a green Fabergé egg. Oz been looking for this for like days now, and if you really want something that she wants to like lure her away, I would suggest finding this.
That's what we've been looking for too.
Yeah.
Do you know if they have any leads?
Yeah, I know where it is.
Oh my god, how?
It's in outer space.
What part of outer space?
Do you mean it's from?
No, it's in outer space.
Lorelai, where is it in outer space?
Is this one of those like weird things where you're like you say outer space, but you just like mean like the moon exhibition of some museum or something? It's like a
No,
a
I
code.
mean like you have to go up into outer space.
Okay.
Why?
So-
How do you know
How?
this?
What? No.
So there's a really mean
this
lady
is
who doesn't
weird.
like aliens here. And she was going on and on about aliens, and then she mentioned something about this egg, and then Ah got really interested about it, and then she wouldn't say anything about it because she's like, no, I don't want to talk about it anymore. And then Ah might have, done some
So,
funky things to her brain. So now
Wait,
she's
who's
kinda like
who's the
potato.
person who didn't like aliens? Who's talking about the egg?
I don't know her name, but she's really mean.
It's like
wait,
look and
Andy,
like point at my gold parts. What did Ah do to her?
Oh, so Ah can do like funky things with people's brains, and so like she's kind of a potato now.
Okay.
Put a hand on
so
Annie's shoulder.
The other thing though is
immediately.
like, so like Ah can't like take away your memories for like super long, but she can put them in other things. So there's like an orb that has all of her memories, and it's really pretty because it's like shiny and glittery, but it's like really far away from her. So yeah.
Do you know where it is?
Does not want this, by the way? That shows the necklace.
We have 2 of them.
Indeed. Do you know where the orb is?
Wouldn't want 3 of them?
Probably, I don't know.
You know what, Annie?
Yes.
If we still have those samples, I might be able to track where it is with the teleportal.
I do.
Okay.
But also,
then,
if we can get the orb, Ah wants that to not
do you
be
know,
out and about.
Do you know where in space it is?
I don't think so.
So like it's like really far away.
Indeed.
Like what is far away? Like moon?
No, farther than that.
I believe it's probably not within this galaxy. Is that
It's where aliens come from.
indeed?
I mean, I might be able to jump to the moon. I think
It
It's
is
not
farther
on the
than the moon.
moon.
So
Thank you, Lorelai.
Jason,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna try and track it with the teleportal. We'll be able to figure out where it is, and then we can use it to lure them out.
Right.
For now, is there anything else we need to ask Lorelai, or should we go back and meet up with the rest of the group?
I'm gonna like kneel down. Lorelai, what color is this orb?
Pink.
Where is it? You said it was farther away from the mean lady.
And there's okay. So like you walk in the base, right? And normally I go to the left because that's where I'm supposed to go. But there was one time where I went to the right.
Drawing
'cause
this
I
in
was just
crayon.
kind of curious. So I went to the right and I was getting yelled at. So I ran faster. And there's this library that has like hundreds of these orbs.
Got it.
Thank you, Lorelai.
Jojo has already started drawing a map.
You are an exceptional font of information.
Okay.
All right. You guys want to meet up with the rest of the group?
Yes. Are you staying?
So if that mean lady is your friend, though, I'm really not supposed to say these things, so I'm gonna get in trouble if she finds out that I'm saying these things. Okay, but like she's trying to find out where the aliens are and the thingy, because then if she gets the thingy, bad things happen. But so she's trying to break the orb that your mean lady friend has, so she can get the information. And if she breaks the orb, all of the brain goo goes everywhere, and there's no way of getting that back.
And that's what the principal said we should never let happen. Was it breaking the obelisk?
No, not the egg,
orb.
but the goo orb.
Oh,
The shiny
got it.
goo orb.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Lorelai, come here really quick.
She might just walk over to you.
All right. You're not going to get in trouble. Everything's going to be fine.
I don't know, because she can usually hear what I'm saying.
Hey, it's okay. And
you hear us right now?
Probably, I don't know.
For any interrogation that might happen in the future, can I use memory manipulation to erase Lorelai's memory of having told us?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just do it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I wiped that memory, so Lorelai just doesn't remember having told us that information.
Cool.
Yep. And she's gonna give one last hug to Lorelai and just whisper in her ear, "Hey, you want to know a secret?"
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten. I'm coming, okay? Just know that we're on our way, and I'm not going to let anything else happen to you. Not if I can help it.
You're awfully sad for saying goodbye to someone.
I'm just excited to see you next.
Well, it won't be like me because I'm bigger out there.
But what?
She will be fully grown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like you at this age and you at that age just
I'm
the same.
bigger if I need to be.
You're bigger if you need to be? Yeah. What can you do?
And she, using your psychic construct power, because that is the only thing keeping her there, is she bamfs the image or the psychic construct of a giant T-Rex and a little city, and she just makes the T-Rex stomp on all the city.
Oh, that's a cool power. Hey, mine are scary too. I got it. All right, we have to get out of here for now, but we'll be back, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right, and JoJo's gonna hold out her hands to Jason and Annie.
Wait. So all can hear us right now?
Unclear. It seems likely that Aw can hear Lorelai. It is unclear whether they can hear us.
If you can hear us right now, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna say my dad and kick your ass. I hope you know that.
You should not use.
The Pantheon looks out for their own and their friends. So, fuck you. I said a bad word, but fuck you still.
There is an 8-year-old right there.
I thought that was Lorelai. Lorelai's not 8.
Unclear.
Can we go?
Hey, are you
Yes.
disturbed that
Can
I
we
said
go?
fuck? Because if you are, I'm sorry. Are you? No,
I don't think
guess
Lorelai cares.
that's a no.
Yeah.
I guess that's a no. Okay,
Let
let's
us-
go.
Alright.
Let us step.
I'm coming for you. Fuck you.
Hands, and Jojo is going to portal them out of the dream.
Okay, you guys bamf
Fuck
out of the dream to Karai and Jack.
Much
Is it
information
the next
has
morning?
been garnered.
Is it the next morning, or is it still the middle of the night?
I would say it's about 6 a.m.
Okay.
Nice.
Karai has a medical textbook on her face.
We basically just took shifts because it's been a couple hours. So
Yeah.
my shift is now.
By the way, how did Lurie do? How
Did you
my little
send?
robot-
Did you
Yeah.
send it? Oh yeah. It has made its way underwater and it attached to the right next to the door and has been keeping track of who's been entering and exiting.
Great.
And it seems as though they enter and exit via submarine.
Okay.
Little submarine
Um,
pods.
Next time a submarine goes in, I want it to go inside the base.
Sure. Easy enough.
So if we think is in the base though, like we don't really need to go to space, do we?
Look, if that's the
leave-
thing that is going to get Shock and Awe out of that base, that's the way we can lure them out. I say we use it. Hey, Karai, Jack, I
What
got
if
some stuff
we
to fill you
attack
in
the
on.
base?
What?
So Lorelai,
Sorry,
I
morning.
believe.
Hi.
So the entity from that day, looking like a little sad at Jack, was an extraterrestrial being. I believe that larger entity, when it left Earth, or maybe it did not leave. The egg, as well as the entity we fought our first day together, and the goo from that egg are all the same or similar species. I'm not 100% on whether it is the same creature. I believe, though, that if it is not, that the creature from that day was the mother of the egg we found in the school. The artifact which we are searching for is far off in space. I believe on the planet from which that entity hails from.
Where aliens come from.
Yes. Space.
No.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they come from multiple places in space.
From that day.
Hey.
Yes.
Speaking of aliens,
Right.
we might have one we can talk to.
That seems like a good plan to do. There
Mother?
is a little bit more. So,
Wait, who?
Oh yeah, Karai's grandma's an
Oh.
alien.
Yeah,
indeed.
I'm a
Wait,
quarter,
wait, what?
not
So-
people.
Awe
Wait,
is
you're an
able.
alien? Wait.
She's not terrestrial.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm a quarter, not people.
Indeed. So, there-
Jason's expression is like switching from mode to mode to mode with a little like whole. You see a like a light bulb moment and big confusion and shock and also amazement.
It's just some shock and awe all over his face.
Are you
Shock and awe.
okay there, big guy?
Just like that's just yeah, no, I did not expect you were an alien. That's
I mean, I didn't either. So that makes two of us.
So, also, Awe is, first of all, able to extract memories out of people and hold them within orbs. And has done that to the Golden Prophet in attempt, because I believe that the Golden Prophet has come close to, if not figured out, where the entity from that day and thus probably the artifact is and from. And so Awe is trying to extract that from whatever kind of device or power they contain it with. So there is a time limit on her existence. Also, Lorelei, I believe, may have been changed or infected by this creature from that day, and is thus no longer fully human. And also appears to have adopted somewhat Lorelei, and is also keeping her at bay.
Time out.
She could do... What?
This is a lot of information.
Indeed.
However, let's start with actionable steps. If we get this egg, what happens?
Well, first of all will come after us if they know that we have it.
And that's what we want?
The egg has been of an importance that is unclear this whole time. However, I don't believe that this extraterrestrial entity having it is good for us. I believe not having it is good for us.
But that was the thing that was being used to protect the school. So that is
it's
something we need. Yeah, that's what we were told.
Also,
okay.
I want to face off.
Why do we want Aw to come after us?
If
you want to fight Aw,
if we have Aw out of the base.
What are these? I don't get what are these movements you're doing? Negative Nancy.
If we get Aw
are you a crab?
Go on, Jojo, please. I'll explain in a moment.
Pincers.
If we get Aw out of the base, away from Shock, we might be able to figure out what is going on with Shock, how many people are down there, and how to get them out.
Yeah.
My big little prickle in this entire plan.
Yes.
Did you or did you not say to us that every supervillain in the city is in that base?
Correct.
Why would Aw come after us by herself?
They don't seem to be cooperating much. I believe that Aw's ambitions are fairly selfish, or at least not outside of the combination of Shock and Aw.
Wait. I have a question.
They don't appear to have...
every supervillain is in the thing, doesn't that mean our uncle is in the thing?
No.
But I thought, why?
He is not. So
our uncle's like a leader of a supervillain league.
I don't believe so. Not unless he is in exceptionally deep cover.
What do you mean? This is what?
No. Just that is.
I
don't
you
believe
would
that
have
is
any information about the supervillain super base.
He might be sober at this point. I will be checking in with him.
We not
soon.
go and at least if our uncle is not in the base, then does not that mean we should at least go talk to our uncle, because our uncle probably got an invitation to the supervillain base since our uncle is a public villain.
He probably will need a few more hours to be helpful.
So
what do you mean? You talk like you just like visited him and recently saw him and you know something.
Correct. There's a couple of people we can talk to right now. Yes. First, Karai's grandma.
Yes.
Second,
good one.
Principal Grand.
And you talk to our supervillain uncle, who's like a leader of a supervillain league of like who keeps fighting. That's a funny one.
I think
I said so. You should be in comedy.
So I think maybe a good move would be.
Is that an agreement, or is that
Jojo,
like a passive thing? What's
Jojo,
this? You always keep doing movements. Like, why are you always doing movements instead of saying things? For someone who's always about honesty, you do a lot of movements.
Jason, this is not the important.
What's the fan thing?
Jason.
Yes.
This is a dire circumstance, and you are overanalyzing hand gestures. Can we please refocus on the current task at hand?
I'm trying to. First of all, don't yell at me. That's mean. I'm trying to, I'll turn into a villain and steal your powers. Boo boo boo. secondly, like I'm trying to just figure out the situation. What's going on, and everyone's acting like you all know something that I don't know, and like just keep doing movements. And I'm hating this thing of like feeling like I'm not in the know while everyone's doing these silent commentary around me that I don't understand.
We are attempting
This
to.
just feels very dishonest, even though we always talk about being honest.
Let me speed you up very quickly.
Thank you.
Number 1. Obviously, Annie has spoken to your uncle. He's not a supervillain.
That's not true, but okay.
I'm going to trust the opinion of this person right here who has spoken to him. Number 2. Whole lot of problems that we have to deal with at the moment. So let's start with simple steps. We have 2 people to talk to. Karai's grandma and Principal Grand.
Since we just talked to Principal Grand and she didn't give us much information, I feel like Karai's grandmother might be the better step.
Principal Grand knows more about that egg than anyone else.
Jojo, I would desire to stay with you and work with the sample to attempt to track down the egg while they speak to Karai's grandmother, potentially.
That works for me.
I'm just gonna like go pull out the sample and just kind of take Jojo over and
Karai,
on the device.
Are you okay taking
Yeah.
Jason with you?
Yeah. You
Okay.
wanna come with me to see my alien grandmother?
I mean, sure, I would love to see an alien. I'm just still
Me too.
really shocked at the notion that you all are acting like me taking the fact that a piece of information I've been given about to me my whole life is false, that I should like take that like it's nothing.
We should catch
What's
you
that
up.
expression again?
Again.
Use your words.
Again, we're going to catch you up, but we don't have time because we want to save your dad, right? Because he's also badly beaten, unconscious. Golden Prophet, her brain's not in her body. Probably something else happened with a bunch of other missing here. Fuck.
Yo, what's up?
And Nancy runs away. And he runs to the principal's office.
Okay. Well, we're gonna actually take a break there.
Woo!
So we'll be back in 15 minutes.
Cool.
My mission for my lovely team is to figure out what the fuck you're doing so we don't bicker for 20 minutes on stream. I love you all. That's the goal for our 15 minutes of downtime. We will be back in 15, everyone. Actually, we'll make, 15, we'll put us at
6:10.
6:10 for us. So yeah,
No,
go grab
I'm sorry,
a drink, grab
7:10.
some water, grab some snacks. We will be back. Well, I guess the stream wants you guys to bicker more. My bad.
Oh, okay, fine. That's
Cool. I'll be right back. everyone, and welcome back to Hero Complex. I believe our group has now decided on the 3 separate things that they want to do. Karai and Jason are going to go talk to Karai's grandmother in a weird, family reunion kind of way that Karai's never met her grandmother and is probably going to tactfully ask how she's an alien. I expect nothing but grace and tact from that situation. Jojo and Buckler are going to analyze the goo that they got in like one of the first sessions and maybe even session 0 from the alien and the egg. And then we're going to start with Jack going to the principal's office for, definitely reasons that aren't going to piss off the principal again now that they're calling her at, 6 a.m. this time.
I mean, she should be up. School's about to start.
Yeah.
But first things first is I'm not calling her.
Okay.
I am calling the mental institution.
Sure.
So when they pick up, I just say my name. Hopefully someone there recognizes it. Is Zoltan... No, sorry. There's a John Doe patient.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still there?
I believe so.
He got checked out a couple of days ago by a Desona, and I just needed to make sure that he was still there.
Yeah, he's still here.
Excellent, cool. Any other updates?
Not to my knowledge. Can I ask who's calling?
Jackson Phantasm. I'm the nephew of Jackson Mirage.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, both individuals are still here and conditions are as stable.
Okay. That's good. Thank you. So I'll hang up that phone, and then I will call the principal.
It rings. It is like the last ring that she finally picks up. Who is in my office, and why are they calling my cell phone?
Hi. It's Jack.
That makes sense. Hello, Jackson.
So, update for you. And I just tell her underwater base, all the villains, captured heroes. Multiple heroes have been terrible things done to them, both Trident and GP. Describe that they have 2 of her medallions. We have 1.
Great.
And we know where the egg is.
Where is it?
Outer space.
Excuse me?
Yep. Same thing I said.
Well, I will gather individuals who can go retrieve that. Thank you.
What?
I swear, on all things super, if you tell me you are going to launch your happy ass into space, you have another thing coming, Jackson.
I am definitely not launching any ass, happy or otherwise, into space. However, I may just happen to leave this Earth for a little while.
No.
Why?
I told you, you and your friends are no longer in charge of trying to figure out what happened to it, where it is, or God forbid go retrieve it.
So, I just want to throw this out here. Just let's have a moment together. Let's powwow.
I've never been one for sports.
Let's kiki then. Anyways, so we figured out where it was. Yes. We kind of have a decent idea of where it might be. And we also have multiple ways of getting there, quickly. We know an alien, and we have a teleportal.
Your teleportal does not technically belong to you. It belongs to one of my staff members and is in my school, so that is no longer an option for you.
Bitch!
And as for the other ways you can get to outer space, although I do not doubt you can get yourself there, I highly doubt you know what is awaiting for you there.
That's why we're going to talk to an alien.
Beg pardon.
So Karai's grandma is actually from
I am aware of that. I gave her that information.
So we're going to talk to her about what's up there.
and you just hear the phone being placed down, and then the sound of a wine bottle opening, and then the sound of wine being poured.
Ma'am, it is 6 a.m.
It is, and I have been awoken at 11 p.m. and then called at 6 a.m. from my office to be told that a student and his squad of friends are going to launch themselves into space because they, quote, are gonna talk to an alien to figure out what's up there.
So I'm just gonna say that when you've got a hero complex like we do, you just gotta do that.
Might I suggest, perhaps, throwing yourselves into your studies more so than this? I can handle it. I will send several supers up there who are a little more associated with space.
So I appreciate all of the concern. And
it is not concern, it is more liability on my end. I'd prefer not to get sued.
Well, I don't have parents, so you're definitely not getting sued there.
So you can launch yourself and yourself alone into space, then have fun.
Hold on, let's be clear. Karai is part alien, so she's just going back. She's gonna it's like a home visit. Annie doesn't like his family and is probably gonna be away from that, emancipation, and then also JoJo's doing the same thing. It's weird. And Jason doesn't have parents until they're saved, so boom.
And you just hear the loudest and most prolonged, aggravated sigh you have ever heard come out of an individual. I swear on everything, Jackson. Do not launch yourself, teleport yourself, fly yourself, walk yourself, air swim yourself to outer space.
I shall take that under advisement, and we'll reconvene with the team with that memo. By the way,
I hope you enjoy repeating senior year 6 times.
If it means saving the people that mean the most to us,
I can send people who aren't you.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, an entire base of supervillains is currently underwater, so clearly the adults of this city have fucked up and need some extra help from the kids these days. And that's on period. And I hang the phone up.
Okay.
And then I also realize, oh my god, I just said that to the principal.
Yeah, you did.
I am going to hell. I'm gonna get expelled. My life is over. So I then try to stroll confidently back downstairs.
Sure. And that's where we'll pick up with Annie and JoJo at the teleportal, trying to figure out where this goo came from.
Yes, also a side note, I need you all to know what I said in that bitch moment, because I realized with the clip you couldn't hear it all. I said I built half that teleportal, bitch.
In her school.
Listen. Okay, anyway, yes, so we go up to the teleportal. JoJo just hands out an arm and says, sample?
Yep, and I'll make sure that some of it's left so that if this doesn't work, we haven't used all the goo.
Mm-hmm. And then JoJo pulls out a side slot that I think they use to help track different dimensions. They've used it for the relics that JoJo has to pinpoint where it comes from. So she puts that sample in a little petri dish and slides it in. So click, 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 click. What are we getting?
Yeah.
Why don't you roll to assess the situation for me?
Okay, this wouldn't be
You
considered...
can both roll.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I want you to ask specific questions, which is why I'm having you guys roll.
Okay.
10.
Fuck this.
No, it's not a number. Last time I checked.
No, my number.
There's infinite
was
numbers though, so
3. However, I would like to do something, GM.
Sure.
So one of my abilities.
Your abilities.
One of my abilities is I can mark my doom track to ignore one of the GM stated requirements when I call upon resources of my sanctuary. This is a resource of my sanctuary.
Mark
I
your
would
doom
like
track
to...
for the 5th time this episode.
Yes, I'm gonna mark my doom track, and I'd like to get a 12 on that, please, so I can know things.
Sure. So both of you can ask 2 questions.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so what are the exact coordinates of the artifact right now?
I'm not gonna make up
But
fucking
yes.
coordinates, but you have
But that's
them.
the way I have to ask it because I know you.
Yeah.
Great. Now, want to alternate questions?
No, sure. Is it a dimension or place that JoJo has been before?
No.
Okay.
It is a planet, a physical planet.
Okay, so one we haven't been to. Got it.
If we teleported there, is the atmosphere habitable, or would we need
No.
specific gear?
You would need specific gear or Karai's water masks to help you.
Good to know.
Okay. And
it is what the kids call an angry planet.
Does it seem like either the geography or the residents of said planet would be hostile if they found us?
Very.
Okay.
The planet itself is hostile, the inhabitants are hostile, and the environment is hostile.
In a wild way or a controlled way?
So the environment itself is hostile in a wild way. The inhabitants is a controlled way. And the planet itself, because I need to differentiate between the environment and the planet itself, is wild.
Okay, got it. So Jojo and Annie, I figure, are probably like saying these things to each other and taking down notes as they look at the full readout. Okay.
Yes.
I'm wondering if the things from this place took it and maybe like took it back,
or did
since
we
it may
take
belong
it
to
from them?
I'm wondering if we took it from them and they reclaimed it, or if this is something that Dissonance was trying to hide and put there. I've never been here before.
Indeed. If it does repel dissonance or is in any way a weakness, then this seems like the best place to put something you do not ever want taken away from there.
Well, I might be able to get in and get out quickly.
First of all, you will need significant upgrades to your suit in order to do so. Second
My
of all,
suit will be fine. My suit is built for it.
there are many readings coming from this planet to think that I would not feel comfortable until I had made additional augmentations to your suit. Also, we have exact coordinates, but that doesn't mean it's not guarded.
I mean, no, that's totally fair. I'm saying if we don't want people to be in danger, or who knows how much time we have to build these suits, I could just pop in, pop out. If we have the exact coordinates of where it is.
And Buckler would be like, why do you say we? And I'll look around to the little thing of microbots I have. As they have already made a backup Lurie.
So you think those things could make suits for us in enough time?
Unassisted, maybe not. But I believe we also should not. This is definitely not something we can rush into as well.
No, that I agree with. I would still want to plan. I'm just wondering if it's a good idea for all of us to go.
Jack, I see you've arrived from the principal's office. Is that where you went?
Hey.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Okay, what's up with the principal?
So she's not really keen on us leaving Earth? She'd rather send other heroes up there?
What teams has she had on any of this?
So that's... Okay, so again, I listen, great at defending you guys. Like, really, you're number one cheerleader right here. When you're not around, I love you guys and can very much easily gush about you. However, I may have antagonized our principal.
Again?
Shut the fuck up.
No, thank you.
Anywho, yeah, so... Whatever.
So no help there?
Definitely not help from... Well, I mean, if we want to let other people go, they'll go.
Well, we have acquired both good and bad news.
Yeah.
We have exact, precise coordinates for the artifact.
Mm-hmm.
However, the environment, inhabitants, and planet itself, it now resides in, are exceptionally hostile, and not something we may even be ready for. It is unclear.
I mean, we
Yeah,
kind of live on one of those, so I'm not really.
Well, but
Mm.
by that we mean so the planet itself is wild and shifting and changing, and then the residents themselves would be hostile to us, but are sentient.
Also,
I
we
feel like
cannot
that
just
describes
simply
Earth
live.
perfectly.
No, because you can breathe on Earth and the gravity is okay, and the pressure in the air doesn't crush you. I don't think any of those things are things we could rely on if we appeared in this other planet.
Just throwing it out there. However, the question is then, how fast can we get there? Because I may have caused the principal to start drinking at 6 a.m.
Well, we probably want to wait for Karai and
Indeed.
Jason, right?
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Okay, so how about this? Let's hunker down here, try and figure out more about the planet just so we can go in ready. Buckler, if you can get your things on helping upgrade people's suits, that would be great. And
Me work on technology? Alas, if that is my fate, I shall do so.
All of this character growth, sir, is not becoming. Stop it.
Gives
I stayed the same height.
Playful shove on the shoulder.
Hey, Annie, roll to assess the situation for me real fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out how much your little bug friend figured out.
11.
Cool. So he attached him his little buggy self to a incoming submarine. I could not think of that word. God help me. And it, for the description that was given to you via Lorelei, there is significantly less people walking around than what you thought. You see literally 4 goons who do not look like supers exiting said submarine. And when they enter the building, it is sterile, white walls, fluorescent lights, corridors up the wazoo.
Okay.
And it's immediately a crossroads of going straight, left, or right.
I want to go the direction that Lorelei said the memory balls are.
That's to the right with the library. I wrote it down.
So, to the right, you little buggy boy, Senor Buggy Boy. No, Senor Buggy Boy. You see.
If you want to make that acronym, that's more than fine. But
you see just walls and walls and walls of these massive orbs that are all different colors and all seem to be like swirling with like much akin to what Lorelei said. It's very glittery and just the light is reflecting off of them, and it is just hundreds, maybe thousands of these orbs.
Good.
Roll this as a situation one more time.
Do that. 9. And I'm going to use one of my +1s to make it a 10 for Larry.
So currently you can see that each one of them are labeled. And under all of them are labels of supers. Namely, every super villain known to the city.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You can ask one more question because you made it to 10.
So I don't need to ask that. So if we broke these, it wouldn't return the powers back. It'd like explode their brains, right?
Yeah, so basically what those orbs are is the cognitive ability and functioning of the individual was taken, thrown into an orb, and if broken, they are just a husk of a person.
Okay.
Think like zombie.
Yeah, no, 100%. I understand what is happening now. Shock and Awe have done what they did to the Golden Prophet to just all of the villains.
Excuse me?
That is why they have so many powers. The villains, they're just gone because Shock and Awe are them all now, I think.
Oh my god.
They're all gone.
Why?
Power?
They specifically took out their brains.
Yes.
All they needed were their powers.
I don't think if someone took your powers, would you sit down and not talk about it or fight back? Just hypothetically.
I'd probably shut my fucking mouth. If someone came and took my powers, I'd be gone.
I don't think that is a risk that they were willing to take.
All right. Hold on.
What?
How many villains were down there?
Thousands.
So just one of them could have over 500 powers at their disposal.
Potentially. I don't know if they actually took the powers of all of them. But the base has become simultaneously safer and much more dangerous to infiltrate.
It might be.
Does it have to be her? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say if Shock and Awe are working for Dissonance, which we've figured out up to this point, they are all part of Aegis. Aegis from the very beginning has offered the services of taking people, taking their powers away, and then reintroducing them into society. I'm wondering, A, if those people who came back out the other side are actually those people. And if this has been the thing with Aegis all along, is just
don't believe
in
so
order
because...
for Dissonance to destroy the world or take the world, he needs to remove all of the threats to his plan first.
The thing is that I believe, these orbs aren't just the powers. This is the cognitive. This is their ability to be a person and think and act and do. So I don't think that the agents that Aegis sends out, and given that they are not brainless, mindless, that they are probably not the same.
Annie.
Yes.
How many people were in that base?
Living? Walking around?
Just at all.
I saw 4 people total from Lurie. I can send them back out and do a more thorough search, though.
So is there a warehouse of just mindless, comatose people?
Probably.
Annie, can you send it left? That's the way that Lorelei said she was supposed to go and where she is right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll to assess the situation with Senor Buggy Boy.
Senor Buggy Boy.
11.
Cool. So as he scuttles his way, I assume with the Mission Impossible music, that's just my assumption, makes its way in through 2 large, basically an airlock chamber set of doors. It isn't an actual airlock, but that's kind of the set of doors that happen. And you can see a large, again, very sterile looking, completely white, harsh fluorescent lights room. And there are 4 individuals hooked up to massive machines. Lorelei, the Golden Prophet, Trident, and Shock.
Now, okay. And then got it. Okay.
You can ask one more question because you rolled an 11.
Okay, so they're all in there. Clarifying question, I do not see Shock.
Shock, no, you see Shock, you don't see Awe. Awe is the conscious one.
Yeah, right. I don't see Awe in this room, though. Okay. Is there more to this facility, though?
It's sprawling.
Okay, got it. Then my question... So for Lorelei, Is this machine what's keeping her static? Because I don't think she got orbed, did she?
She did not get orbed. No.
Okay, so is this machine what's keeping her under? I want Blurry to go sabotage it.
Roll to unleash your powers.
Great. In my head, Blurry's just gonna crawl inside of it and just.
Okay, roll to unleash your powers.
I became better at this. 10.
Okay.
That's
So yeah.
Yes!
I have a +2 freak now.
Save
The
her!
machine sparks and sputters and begins to smoke. And you see Lorelai's eyes shoot open. But they are not the normal color Lorelai's eyes are. They are a bright radioactive green. And you can see her form, her skin shift and kind of like, it's almost like, easiest way I can describe this, Beast Boy from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
She is Beast Boy from Teen Titans. So you see her form kind of shift into this kind of bestial animal, and then she like gasps, very much not prepared to be pulled out of whatever stasis she was in. And then she kind of like frantically looks around, because usually you can assume the person who pulls her out is awe. So the fact no one is here right now is terrifying to her.
Yeah. Can Lurie kind of like, can I like say something through Lurie?
You made him.
Cool. I will say, this is Annie. I'm with
And you just
Jojo.
like eyes fucking wide as saucers. What the fuck?
We are
Wait,
here to.
are you talking to her?
Yes.
Lorelai, hi.
Yes. I'll like turn the mic over to Jojo, I guess.
Sorry, do you want to get her out? I just hi, Lorelai, can you hear me?
Hi, on a bit of a time crunch, I think. What the fuck?
We need to get away from awe. We need to figure this out.
Okay, so Jojo's gonna tell you this right now. I'm underwater. I can't swim.
It seems like you have the ability to change your form.
Okay, I will rephrase. I'm afraid of swimming no matter what fucking form I'm in.
Hey, Lorelai, you can do this.
Why don't you roll the comfort or support?
Yeah.
So plus mundane.
No.
And Lorelai, just, you can hear the sound of heavy breathing and panic set in.
Lorelai, if you are incapable of leaving yourself, we will have to retrieve you, but that means that you will have to stay safe.
I mean, I can hide, I'm sure.
Can you? From a psionic?
And you watch through Lori, her form shift into that of a fly. So she is a little buzzy baby fly.
Let's hope that her well, I'm assuming her sentience isn't gone. Let's hope that's enough.
I mean, she's probably distracted anyway.
With?
Extracting memories from Golden Prophet's orb.
I agree.
Got it. That's not good.
Lorelai, what happened to all the other villains?
So do you want like the PC version, or do you want like, okay,
Or just tell us.
Can. So Jojo, you know how you can Mancer? That's still weird. Can step into people's dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Awe can make people just sleep and then screw with their dreams. And it's really easy to take people's entire consciousness when they just fall asleep really fast.
Okay.
Where I meant, I know where the mines. I know where all the orbs are. Where's the bodies?
So, like, 90% of the city are those villains just without cognitive functioning.
90%?
A lot of, like, the normal people you meet on the street are not really them.
Excuse me?
Listen, I didn't know until, like, a couple days ago that this is what was happening, okay?
Sorry, not your thing. I'm sorry. This is a lot of things to process, but I have a question for you.
Sure, I can try and answer it the best of my ability.
What happened to Shock?
Something in Chicago.
Or?
And you hear the sound of those two doors opening, and she goes, shit! And you buzz, 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 and just chill in a corner, and you all see, or through the scarab, you see Aw step into the room. And you see her notice that Lorelei is missing. And from a giant red button on the wall, slams it down, the room locks down, the entire base locks down, and they are on a hunt for Lorelei.
Stay hidden. Do everything.
I immediately just like do this to
over the mic.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just see Aw walk out of the room and into a different part of the facility. So I give it maybe 10 minutes until the neural link between her and me comes back, because when I shift forms, it kind of displaces a little bit because my brain makeup changes just slightly, so it's really hard for her to connect to it, but she'll find me again.
Can you keep shifting? Will that hurt you or be too much?
I mean, I can. It's just I will run out of useful things and not giant creatures to shift into at some point. And I feel like a T-Rex is probably not something that's easily hidden.
Maybe not at this
Agreed.
moment, but I would say if you can try and space those out and keep shifting into the little things just to buy us some time to get to you.
Don't worry. Lurie shall give you an exact timer when you are at 9 minutes and 59 seconds, so you may shift.
Got it.
Okay, so let's do that and then flip to the other side of the team.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Karai and Jason at the retirement home visiting Karai's grandmother.
So this retirement home, is it like an old folks home, or is it just like one of those like villages where like people go to retire?
Yeah, it's like one of those condominium like villages.
Okay.
Yeah, where there's definitely a golf course.
Oh yeah.
And you guys like come in and they're doing like water aerobics in like the pool outside kind of a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Our grandmother lives in there.
I mean, that's I think so. That's the address, and I have a name.
I thought your grandmother was an alien. Does that not mean like space shuttles and stuff?
I don't know anything about aliens, so don't ask me, please. We're gonna have questions for her. I have a lot of questions because there's a lot of questions. Like, where you been all my life, sort of thing. Because my mom and I kind of like.
That's a heavy question.
Yeah, I kind of paused and I was like, my mom, when she left, my mom is anti-super. So when she found out I had powers, she left, and so it makes. I never actually understood why she didn't tell me about my grandparents before, but now I kind of do.
How are you an anti-super if you are an alien? Isn't that like? Aren't you like super?
You know what? You can ask her. I don't give a.
But I thought this was your grandmother, not your mother.
Yeah, no, this is my mother. This is my grandmother.
Oh.
It's my mother's mother.
Let's just go in.
Yeah, let's go in. This is too much for you. I'm gonna just like walk
It's
into
not
the
too much for me.
office.
It's just too much for anyone. I mean, it's aliens
I'm
in a
actually
retirement
fine.
home.
I'm
I
really
mean,
fine.
I thought this was the plot of Cocoon. I'm confused. That was a movie my parents
Not
did
all
make me
aliens
watch.
are
It was
probably from
fun.
the same planet, okay? Like she's probably not a cocoon alien. I'm just saying. I was just like walk into the front office of this condominium, and I go to the front desk, and I tried to like tippy toe because I'm short, and I'm like, oh man, and then I just raise my feet with ice, and I'm like, hey.
The receptionist is
Hi.
like, typing away cliche receptionist style, and she'll like look up and be like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm looking for a resident and last name Inoue.
And you are? I don't believe she was looking. She was expecting visitors.
I'm her long lost grandchild.
So everyone can just claim to be someone's grandchild. I'm gonna need some kind of ID or something.
I just like
Why would anyone claim to be someone's grandchild to
Yeah,
visit them
why
in a
would
retirement home?
Okay, so how about this for an ID? And I literally just kind of start to lift her off of the chair and put her back down.
You see her eyes like widen and her hand go for something under the desk.
It's so. I'm part her, so let's just.
You know what? I turned into the Argonaut
Oh my god,
super close.
I'm trying to handle this, so you just don't need to.
I use my ability symbol of authority.
I assumed they knew she was a superhero, so I did superhero stuff.
But they were about to like call the cops or something. That was a weird like thing. I'm just gonna use symbol of authority and just exude my legacy-based authority at her and be like, citizen, the Argo of the clan Pantheon says Weeping Willow is
wow, can we not get my superhero name? Here.
Karai is the descendant of, what was your grandmother's name?
Her last name's
Juno is.
She just
she's
hands you a
descendant
sheet
Juno.
of paper that has the address on it.
I'm
Thanks.
supposed to roll savior.
I mean, I
for
was
them
gonna
to do
let
what
you.
I
I was
want.
gonna let you do it anyway. If you want to roll and possibly fail, go ahead.
Don't.
Nah.
Like here's the thing.
My
Regardless
authority
if
was
you're
so
rolling,
much,
I've taken the paper and I'm already leaving.
and that's what you say, respecting authority. Yeah. Boom.
Thanks,
Damocles.
Argonaut. You're the best.
You're welcome, citizen. I am here to protect and serve.
You guys make your way to the
apartment.
One of the farther apartments, kind of right along the side of the golf course. You can definitely tell that it's a retirement home, so they're not great at golf. So there's a couple golf ball sized dents in the very front of the apartment.
Boomers playing golf, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look like aliens. This is a weird place.
They're just old. Leave them alone. That's not aliens.
Why is that
that's
person
old.
looking at me?
Because you're wearing your super suit.
Well, I can't really get back into my normal thing now. I'm okay.
It's okay. I'm being escorted by. Don't mind me. I'm just being escorted by the. I'm gonna knock on this door.
The Pantheon helps you all and loves you all.
Yeah. Married couple.
So you knock on the door and you can hear
standing really stiffly.
Hold on. And couple minutes later, the door opens to. She looks to be she looks much on the younger side. To be in a retirement. She looks like 50s. She shouldn't be in a retirement village kind of a thing.
Yeah, my dad's 38. They were 18 when they had me. So not old, yeah.
Can I help you?
Juno, right?
Yes.
Right.
I don't want. I mean, I do want Girl Scout cookies, but I already bought it from the girl who came by like last week.
All right.
Girl Scout cookies? Do you think the Pantheon would sell Girl Scout cookies?
Boy Scout
I am here.
popcorn, same thing.
I am here to
already bought
reunite you with your long lost. I mean, you should take over. I should have ruined.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just
go
let me speak to this very nice lady. Hi Juno. And I can't think of my mom's name like off the top of my head. But I'm gonna say her name. I'm her child.
What?
I'm your grandchild.
And you just there's like a moment, and then you see her eyes flicker purple really fast. And then she immediately embraces you in a hug.
Oh, this is
like really
unexpected.
tight, very uncomfortable. Just she hugs you and is like, "Oh my!" Just go, and like picks you up and moves you inside.
Escort.
And then
follow.
Should I don't want to ruin this. Copy's good. I can just be outside if you want to. Okay, I'll come in. Yeah.
She'll like close the door behind you, and like to get to her apartment, it's like the second story part of this like complex. So you have to like go up the stairs, but it's like a private staircase to get into her apartment.
Yeah. And I'm just being like carried the entire way there.
Oh yeah, she's carried you up the stairs, and then she'll like put you. She'll be like, and she'll like put you down.
Thanks. I know I am small, but it's because I'm small.
I just thought I would never get to meet you because your mother is very. I love my daughter.
Oh, I don't.
I kind of assumed.
Didn't you almost?
She left about 5 years ago. So she never mentioned you. So
well, she did bar me from seeing you. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, I just found out last night that you're you, and that makes sense because she doesn't like things that are you or
unique or fun.
Yeah.
Understandable. She's upset that this skips a generation, I think.
Oh. Wait, so who's my grandpappy?
And like you can see on the mantle there is
grandpappy's dead.
Yeah, there is an urn and a photo of her and a man. Several photos.
That's sad. I'm sad now. But I'm glad I get to meet you.
He was mortal, so his time came before mine.
Oh,
so
how sad.
How old are you?
So in your years, I'm about 55. In my years, I am 487, I believe.
Is that past now?
It should.
Whoa. They're just okay. So there's a lot of things I want to ask you.
Well,
but
come sit, and she'll like walk into the kitchen, open up like the drawer, like the classic grandparents drawer of snacks.
Yes.
And she just grabs like a bunch of things of cookies and brings it over and like lays it out on the table for you and
love
Jason.
junk food. It's not that I love it. I need all of this high calorie stuff. It is really, really hard to just manipulate the energy and override it.
Interesting.
Do I get that from you or from him?
Well, he's completely mortal, so definitely not him.
Oh.
But also not necessarily my powers entirely, so that's interesting.
Oh, what are your powers?
And you see her eyes glow purple again.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of tell that she's scanning your biometrics. So very similar,
Okay.
but just not
Yeah.
water-based.
Yeah, just not water-based. Yeah.
I can just... I do a lot in healing, more so than energy manipulation.
Yeah, that's what that's what's in your comic book strip.
I have a comic book.
Okay, you know how like there's cards for baseball players. There's also that for superheroes, and I used to collect them as a kid.
So you're saying I have a trading card?
You have a trading card.
That's very cool.
That's really cool. I'm meeting someone on an actual trading card, Jason.
You had questions, though?
Oh, yeah. I'm blanking because I'm just so excited. Right. So, where are you from?
She'll like chuckle and be like, how do I explain this? And she'll like go to her computer and pull up a picture of the Milky Way galaxy. And then just go, nowhere near here. Nowhere anywhere in here.
Wow.
Try 6 or 7 universes away from here.
Whoa. That's universes, not even galaxies, universes?
Yeah, universes away from
What? There's more than one universe?
Yes, also dealing with different timelines with those universe. It's very
timelines and universe. You're so cool.
And the odds of me ending up here were slim to none, and yet I'm here and now stuck here, so you know.
You're not here on purpose.
No, random happenstance.
Oh, and you're stuck? You can't leave?
In the most unfortunate cliche possible, my spaceship, if that's what you wish to call it, is broken and unable to leave this atmosphere because this atmosphere is very harsh on anything that's built.
I mean, I could just move it out the way if you want.
We like fix it? Aren't there like multiple aliens on this planet?
I no longer have the desire to leave as much as I did when I was younger.
Oh.
It's kind of my home now.
I mean, the option is probably there. Sorry to butt in on the family moment. I'm just going to keep drinking this retirement
Is this
coffee.
your boyfriend?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We haven't made it official. Like, we've talked about our emotions.
So we'll do this really fast.
Yeah.
Do you wish to be each other's significant other?
I
don't like labels.
I mean, is this the place to talk about this? I mean, yeah, but like, is this the...
That's a yes. So, Karai, is that also a yes?
This is an awkward introduction. Hi,
I'm just going for the purposes of this conversation. He is your boyfriend. It'll make it easier on my old brain.
Yeah, sure. And I am his significant other.
There you go. Anyway, questions.
Right.
What can I do
So,
for you?
is your spaceship here?
Yes.
So, what a coincidence. So we're superheroes, sort of, kind of. We're trying really hard to be superheroes. There is some...
Better than the alternative.
Oh, absolutely. There's some end of the world stuff that we just so happen to be involved in. And some of that involves an egg that's in space. And I'm gonna like describe this egg to like the best of my ability, kind of see if it jogs her memory.
Oh, you can tell she's uncomfortable.
It's
Are you okay?
Fabergé egg is what they told us.
That's going to get you killed. If you go to anywhere where those are, it's going to get you killed. I don't care how powerful you are.
Okay. Yep. That makes this. So this is like the. So here's the thing. Somebody else is also after it that wants to end the world and take everybody's powers away from them. So if that's not an option, we got to figure something else out.
So it is an option, but it's a dangerous and dumb one.
I mean...
So to put that in perspective, I used to go there when I was much younger, for like the adrenaline rush.
Oh.
Ooh.
When you skirt death a couple hundred times, you know, you need a different kind of adrenaline rush, so that's what that planet is for.
Oh, it's for junkies.
If you survive, it does give you a great deal of adrenaline.
Oh.
But when the planet itself is sentient and trying to kill you along with all of its inhabitants, and the fact the atmosphere, I believe, is not suitable for your consumption in any way, shape, or form, you will most likely die.
So
That is
let's
an
say
issue.
that we only got 3 days, and I'm sure you know shock and awe.
I am aware, yes.
Well, they have probably like hundreds of powers of other superheroes because they've stolen it and they're like operating under this thing called. Oh, yeah. That's where I get my mouth from.
I mean, could you possibly like help us since they're planning some like world-endy thing? Since you obviously enjoy living in this world a lot and you call it home, and I think it's also involves existence, which means that is also, even if you didn't like it here, you would also might be inclined to help us.
You do not want my physical assistance since I don't really do the power thing anymore, but if you want, and she will toss what it looks like a purple coin towards Karai.
Oh.
Don't open it here, but if you flip that up in the air, it will summon my ship. Please do not break it.
Oh, so it can travel? Like
It just, you have to, if Karai can move the atmosphere, and you can fix it up a little bit, it should be good enough to get you where you need to go.
Well, we did just get access to nanobots. We did just get access to, nanobots.
Of course you did.
Somebody came from the future. We had someone come from the future.
I never got to meet them,
Which
and I
future
don't believe they exist.
do you know?
Oh, do I know?
Yeah, she told you, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'll relay that information in characterly then.
Not a future I've seen. Interesting.
What happened to your power thing, by the way?
What about my powers?
What happened to them? Since
I
don't the power
have them. I just refuse. I just do not use them anymore.
So why wouldn't you want to use them?
She's tired.
I don't know if Karai, you feel the same way, but when I overexert myself with my powers, it can do more harm than good. And she kind of like looks over to the urn and then looks back to Karai.
Oh, well, that's. But what if it's to save the existence, though?
I can still end up doing far more harm than good. And the harm I do is excruciating pain. Because although I can normally heal, if things go awry, all that will happen is your life force will slowly drain from you, and you will feel every single moment of every single nerve in your body slowly draining of its powers to do anything.
So I have a very important question for you, Granny. It's okay if I call you Granny, right? Is that...
Sure.
I don't know what to... I've never had grandparents before, so I don't know how to... Mrs. Nexus, Miss... No,
Nexus is fine, or Granny's fine. Just...
Okay, Granny, is there a place that you can... If Shock and Awe, or both, or anyone with these powers came for you, are you able to defend yourself? Because I don't want them to have whatever you have. that's
well, here's the thing: is I can't willingly kill someone in that manner. It's more when my healing powers go horribly awry.
Gotcha.
Why don't you
probably
come
one of
with
the reasons
us
why they've
then,
avoided
so
her.
they don't come after you?
don't believe that is the best idea, but I can find a place to make sure I am safe.
Because you might hurt us. I mean, what if you don't,
More
though?
so that I don't believe my body is fit to travel outside of this world much.
Oh, I mean, there are other places we can, like, I don't know.
Are you not planning to go to a different planet? Was that not?
Yeah, for like a few minutes. Or like hours, I guess.
Sweet, sweet child.
What?
It is impossible to go there for just a few minutes, especially if you are attempting to get that egg.
Okay, fine, a few hours, but still, it's like
Try
it's better
again.
than being in this retirement home. Also, I mean,
I have a very important question. Sorry, Jason. What is the makeup of that atmosphere, and what's the element that the life forms are based on?
Oh Lord,
are they carbon, nitrogen? How much energy does the sun have? Like just asking all of these are random, like not random, very precise scientific questions. Gets out a notebook.
So I believe the atmosphere itself is made of chlorine gas.
Chlorine gas, okay.
I believe so. And the
chlorine?
Creatures themselves are not necessarily organic.
Okay.
So they aren't made of...
They're not carbon-based.
Carbon, no.
No. Okay. Is there any chlorine gas?
So the place is made of what we use to clean pools, and they're robots. I don't get the big deal.
I mean, it's poison to us, so we can't breathe it.
It is not a swimming
a way.
pool in any way, shape, or form. Stay away from anything that looks like plant life.
No,
because
stay
it's
away
not
from plant life.
It's not plant life.
It's not. It's okay. It's not plant life. Okay.
And it's best you don't walk anywhere. The things
So
themselves can sense tremors in the ground.
Okay, so just
go from
stay
place
above.
to place, though.
Stay above the ground. There's graboids, is what you're saying.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They sense sound and tremors in the ground. They are pretty blind.
They're all right. So they're so highly acute tremor sense. Got it. All right. I mean, avoid plant life, chlorine base.
Don't touch the floor.
What is there water on the planet?
Oh Lord, no.
Okay.
The closest thing you would get would be large pools of acid.
Okay.
How did you like make it in this place as an adrenaline junkie?
Well, one, I am not mortal or human, so I can breathe chlorine gas because my lungs are not simple like yours. And other than that,
I have magical armor though, which I think has.
I am so very proud of you. That does not change the ability for your lungs to process chlorine gas.
I think it has like a protective field or something.
Turn to Karai and go, Lord, is he gorgeous, but honey, he is not very bright.
Oh, but it has a protective field, is what I'm trying to say. Once I get my level up, I think with magical shield, it will be the barrier. I'll be able to breathe, I think. If Jim agrees.
I mean,
stop giving those faces. It makes sense.
Level up is the issue.
Yeah, one more, and I'll level up. It works.
What is the main energy
People giving
source?
faces after being like.
What is the main energy source for this planet?
What do you mean?
Well, ours is the sun. What is what gives this planet life?
How do I... Do you know how every human, or most humans in the scientific community, are very interested in a perpetual motion device? The entire
Yeah.
planet is just a
Yeah,
perpetual
absolutely.
motion device itself, so it powers itself.
Oh, because it's a living sentient thing.
Yes.
Does it have a name? Can you talk to it?
Not to my. I would advise again. I guess no one's ever tried.
No one's ever tried to talk to
You
it.
could, I guess.
Okay, so the energy itself is its perpetual motion. Chlorine gas, non-carbon-based organisms. This sucks.
That's why I very much.
So
said
I guess the
not to
question
go.
is, do you know anyone else that existed on this planet that Shock and all had access to that could make it there, that they could take their powers from?
I'm sure there's some, but exact names I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Do you?
But it's not necessarily a powers thing. In order to be able to make it there safely, they would need the body, not necessarily just the powers. Because if you had my powers, all you would be able to do is heal people. You would not be able to breathe the air or the atmosphere.
Do you know anybody with body snatching powers?
There was. I don't remember his name, but I believe he is associated with the Pantheon.
Oh, look at Jason.
Do I know who that is?
It's your uncle.
GM.
It's your uncle.
My villain, but apparently not villain.
You
and
don't
I
know
couldn't
that.
really ask about it because people kept being like, "Oh, this is super normal to me." Uncle might is kind of like that, if I remember correctly.
That's the you and your brother issue to talk about. Like not being like, I want you to work that out with your brother, but that is definitely you and your brother issue to
Apparently,
talk
the
about.
group consensus was that I couldn't question it, so I don't know. But
I would like to point out that
though,
I didn't have a say-so in that conversation. I was just letting y'all hash that out because that's none of my business. So, okay.
I think him, I guess. Hi. I'm part of the Pantheon, by the way. It's very lovely to meet you.
Pleasure.
Even though you just called me pretty but dumb. But
Am I incorrect?
I think so.
He has
We're all entitled to our own opinions.
He has his moments. It's usually when he gets to fight.
I mean,
I can see that.
I think I can breathe in that place.
He's
My magical armor. That's what my dad said. But okay, apparently
he's
I'm
good in
dumb
here.
for thinking so.
He's good in here. He's good in here. All right. So,
Dumb.
I mean,
well, apparently if I'm a villain,
you know what? I'm going to, Granny, hold on a second. I would like to contact my team and relay this information to them because maybe they found more information that I can ask you.
Sure. She's gonna go and just grab some snacks.
I love snacks. But Dad works at 7-Eleven, so I just get free food there all the time. Like, I wonder if Granny's gonna bring me like high-calorie nutritional snacks now.
Probably.
And it's gonna be very strange. Here's your smoked salmon, sweetheart.
Here's your bagel and lox. Here you go.
Oh yeah, and your cream cheese. All right, so I'm gonna get on my communicator. Hi, Cry here. Anybody home? Anybody there?
Terrific. Yes, we I think we need to go to the facility. The villains are gone. We don't have to worry about them. It's just goons. Shock and Awe, mainly Awe, has gotten rid of all the villains.
Oh. Just got rid of all the villains? Shock and Awe got rid of all the villains.
Yeah.
So we can meet you there, but I'm also with Juno, my grandmother from universes away. You heard that correctly. And she gave me a spaceship.
Wow.
And wow, like Annie's like reaction to that is not what I expected.
His brain is somewhere else, namely
Yeah,
the
it's
fact,
true. Yeah. Also,
Awesome.
I got more information on the planet. Do you have any questions for her about the planet that the egg is on?
Does she seem to know what this egg is?
Oh, hey, Granny, what is the egg?
Well, an egg.
What would hatch out of it?
What would hatch out of the egg?
Well, if it's the one that you're describing, it would probably be a beast stalker.
A beast stalker. What's a beast stalker?
Large, kind of gooey monsters.
Ooh, gooey monsters.
The same that attacked us 10 years ago?
The same that attacked us 10 years ago?
Correct.
Oh. Why
Under
would the
what
principal
circumstances would it hatch?
just relating this?
Don't break it, or if it's near the end of its gestation period, is usually how things hatch.
It's been here for 10 years.
Wait a minute. So
How long is its gestation period?
About 10 years.
It's about to hatch. Jason, what was your question?
So if this goo monster is in this egg and this thing hatches either after the period or breaking it, and this was stolen from the school, and the last time we encountered this, the time we encountered this goo monster was in the school.
Can I roll to assess the situation?
Yeah, sure.
Was there one of these already in the school, or like
Well,
maybe
when one of these creatures is under duress, more creatures will come in order to save it, and that includes the eggs. If the egg senses as though it is under duress or in danger, it would send out a signal that would bring others to it.
So wait, did the goo we fought a week ago? We fought it because the egg was under duress?
It has been captured these past 10 years, and yeah.
Karai, what is your questions?
I got it 10, so I get 2 questions, right?
Yep.
Why would Dissonance want this egg?
Because when it hatches, there is a short period of time where it can imprint on you, and then you control it. Your other question?
Wow. Would it be better to prevent off from going to the planet than for us to go there and get the egg?
That's
Yeah,
really up to really up to you.
Yeah.
If you prevent Awe from going to get it, then it will hatch on that planet and stay there. But if there are any on this planet currently, any kind of duress will bring that to it. If you go and get it, you can get you can get it to imprint on you, and one of you can control it.
I wish I had a third question.
Nope.
I know. Jason, okay.
So did the principal have it in the school to imprint on the principal so that it would protect the school? I'm so confused.
I wonder why she wants to have it.
There is a very, very good chance she doesn't actually know what it does. She only knows
us it created a force field.
Yeah, and it
around
did.
The school.
Maybe it wasn't creating it around the school.
It's creating around itself.
Which means that
to protect itself. Yeah.
Hold on. How big is our school?
What are you looking for?
Square
Feet?
footage.
It's school sized.
Fucking no. It's like it's not huge. It's two floors.
Yeah.
It's 2 floors. It houses about 5,000 students.
Like I would say, what like
It is
maybe
a larger
a
high
block
school.
of, maybe like 2 blocks worth
Yeah.
of.
The reason I
about
say
2
that
blocks.
is I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so when that thing hatches, it should probably be the approximate size of our school.
Yes. Well, not when it immediately hatches. No.
It will grow to that.
Yes, it will grow to that
2
size.
blocks.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's incredibly useful information that we have to chew on. Apparently, we have to go into an underwater supervillain lair that actually isn't like the lair of supervillains, but instead housing incapacitated supervillains that Shock and Awe have captured or something. Apparently, we have to go in there now. Granny,
Yes.
if you see, and I like point at Jason, if you know what his uncle looks like, or if you see Shock and Awe, I think you need to get out of here, like run, because they'll be snatching your body to go into that planet since you can breathe on it.
Okay. I will do so.
I mean,
Really?
I'd suggest coming with us, but dumb, so.
Here's the thing. I think if she came with us, it's a bigger target.
It'll
Since
be
I do
5.
not know
I mean,
where your uncle is, going with you could be leading me directly to someone who could take my body.
Yeah.
fair.
And not in the fun way.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Granny.
Like 500 years old. Come on.
She would go to perpetual motion plans just for the adrenaline. Listen.
Yeah, listen. Granny has a good fucking time, okay?
Granny knows what she
Listen.
wants.
Granny
I
will live.
get it from somewhere. I stand my grandmother. Okay. So we have like a couple of days to figure this out. When it's all over, let's hang out, like for real, like not
Sounds good.
superhero exchanging stuff, but like hang out for real. You can meet my other friends. I guess, yeah, I would say they're my friends now. That's weird to say.
Looking forward to it. And if you need something, I'm right here.
Can I have your cell phone number?
And
my
she, like,
razor.
She like looks confused for a second and goes, "Oh, right. Telepathy, not your thing." And she will write down a phone number and give it to you.
And I just like, but all right, cool, thanks. And I beam. It's like, Jason, did you have anything else? Or are you ready to meet up with everyone else?
Yeah, but let's go meet up with everyone else.
Thanks for coming with me. Bye, Granny.
For sure.
And she'll like
I'm gonna
give you
hug-
a pack. She'll give you like a pack of like
Bye.
Chips Ahoy as you are heading out
Bye,
the.
Mrs. Jim. It was very lovely to meet you, even though you called me a simpleton. It's very nice to meet you.
And she'll close the door behind you guys. And off.
Seems
I'm gonna
full.
fast forward you guys to all being together once more.
Well, I'm wondering if on the way back maybe they had a DTR.
Oh, what?
You know, since Granny brought it up, a define the relationship conversation seems a
On
little
the bus?
appropriate, you know?
Always on the bus.
I'm
Do you guys-
just if you want to just be straight back at the school, that's fine. Be straight back at the school. I'm just saying that the opportunity is right there.
Is that DTR?
What is DTR?
Define the relationship.
Oh, okay.
Define the I'm throwing that out there as
Which
an idea.
relationship?
You're the one that you're in
You
currently.
and Granny.
Ah,
Karayan and Jason.
The one that we're sitting on the bus.
And I'm not saying this as JoJo right now. I'm saying this as your friend Narissa, who is offering just if you want it there, like a little
Just here.
volleyball setup.
We're just gonna put this DTR right here, and if it gets touched, if something happens to it, that's okay.
And it's all up to you. It's all up to you.
She seems cool.
Yeah, she seems super cool. I mean, I'm part alien. I wonder if I'll be able to breathe the chlorine air. I don't know if I should take. Also, sorry about the whole like motion. It's like, adults trying to make us define what this is.
It's okay. Apparently, labels are very in the.
I mean, it's not. If they're always in, like
community.
everybody wants to label themselves like boy, girl, boyfriend, girlfriend. Like I'm like water. I like to be fluid.
It's like a name anyway. Like, what does it really mean?
It is the end of the world, most likely. So if you want to be my boyfriend, I guess you're allowed to.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
We can deal with the repercussions of like being from completely total social situations and me being like a fluid person.
That sounds.
And then, like later, but
Jason's gonna try to think back on like the one romance movie or whatnot that you probably watched, like, and it's like, oh, I think it was like.
Was it an Air Bud movie? Like a side plot of an Air Bud movie.
And it's gonna extend his arm, thinking that's what's supposed to happen right now.
Something does that, I'd be like, what are you doing?
Scratching my back.
So you just want to hold my hand?
I think there were bed bugs there. What?
You just want to hold my hand?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I just like grab your hand. It's like, let's go back and meet the others. Together.
So wait, are you? So does this mean you're an alien too? Does this mean you're gonna live like 500 years?
I am a quarter alien.
How does this mean you're gonna live like a quarter of what?
Like a quarter longer than I mean, maybe.
I mean, that's so cool.
I mean, like, yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll deal with that after we survive the end of the world, okay? Like, we're just
Jason's gonna scoot a little closer while having this conversation, just like a little bit, like a minimal inch, but like sorta.
Just kind of recoils a little bit, not like out of like disgust or anything like that. It's just like people touching them.
You okay? You did.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't know like what's okay, what's not okay. I'm not used to people touching me, and I'm used to just slapping him in the face with ice cubes.
Or boiling their bloods.
Wow, can we like? Are you gonna make that the defining point of our relationship? Because if you're gonna do that,
it was just a funny moment. It's fun. It just tickles. It's not really that big of a deal for me.
You know what? In like 3 years from now, when we're old enough to like put that into like the relationship, we'll use that, but not now.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that moment when we can laugh about the blood boiling.
Hey, I'm gonna skip exactly you guys forward now. As you guys are back in the basement, all 5 of you.
Hey.
You two look different.
Well, I just talked to my really cool grandmother who's an alien who can breathe in chlorine air, which also happens to be the atmosphere on this perpetual motion sentient planet.
She thinks I'm pretty but dumb.
I have been processing information. I do not believe we need to go to this planet. We simply need to prevent off from going to this planet. Because if the creature hatches on the planet, it will, to my knowledge, just be on that planet. It won't have imprinted on anyone, and therefore will not be a threat.
Can I roll to
guess
assess
have
the situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
That is a 9.
Okay.
And let me make sure. Yep, just a 9.
Okay. Ask you questions.
On the day of the attack,
Yeah.
when the egg was first found, was it the only one?
No.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
You want more question?
Yeah, I do.
Additional question.
Yeah, boom. I'm so good. In order to find those other eggs, we would probably need the one that's about to hatch.
Yep.
Okay. I relay that.
So there's more eggs
I'll
on
give
this
you
planet.
I'll give you a little tidbit as a treat. There were, hold on, 4 total eggs. The one that you know of and 3 additional.
So we kind of need that one.
Hey, Annie.
Yes.
You want to roll to assess the situation for me just real fast?
Oh, no.
Tab. Haha. 7.
When you got the wings in, the room that was locked for so many... GP had one.
I have good news. I know where one is.
Okay. Is
That's...
that one's gonna hatch soon?
I'm assuming it has the same gestation period as the others.
Okay. So let's go back to Peace Place then.
Yes. Post haste.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is where we're going to end our session this evening.
We're going on an egg hunt.
To GP's place to maybe find this egg, or maybe not. We'll see.
We're going.
So we will go around the group. Everyone tell me if your character grew closer to the team, farther from the team, or in their own self-image, and then tell us who you are and where we can find you on the internet. We will start with Annie. Did you grow closer to the team, farther from the team, or in your own self-image?
I think the tech stuff is making him feel like he's growing into his own self-image a bit.
Okay, so you're gonna shift one label up and one label down.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift my freak up again, but my mundane down.
Okay. And then tell us who you are and where we can find you on the internet.
Hello everyone, I'm Robert the GM at Robbie Roland on the Twitters. You can find me there. I'll be probably doing some solo streaming on my channel, so just check me out there. But then mostly you can find me every Wednesday with the wonderful Val running my game Revenge of the Gith. We're going to be doing the penultimate episode next week, so check us out for that. I'm also on the Dice Tyrants channel and playing in the Clockwork Zephyr with Sanan, where we are space pirates and we do slightly less bickering than we did today. It's a great time. And then I'm part of the Not Quite Heroes podcast. We're a 5th edition actual play podcast where I'm a super anxious tabaxi named Gale that comes in the night. So check all that out if you can.
Okie dokie. Jojo, did you grow closer to the team, in your own self-image, or farther from the team?
Definitely own self-image, because she now feels powerful and confident enough in her team and herself to save Lorelai.
Okay, so you shift one label up and one label down.
I'm gonna shift Savior up, so her Savior is now a +3, y'all.
Oh dang.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say that I'm actually gonna shift her mundane down one.
Okay.
She doesn't feel plain anymore.
And then tell us who you are and where we can find you on the internet.
Special. Hi, my name's Narissa Hart. You can find me as Narissa Hart or as Ruby Riot, RUBYR10T on the internet. I am an actor in the DC Metro region, other multidisciplinary theater artist. So if you want to look me up, you can see reviews of the work I've done and things like that. Obviously, World is on hiatus from theater right now, but I'm working on other podcasting projects and things of that like. Aside from that, I'm going to be on a tabletop Twitch stream later this year, probably starting in October. So you'll get more announcements as that's coming up. And I am also the fastest femme in the world at speedrunning any percent normal on Shadow of the Colossus. So if you ever want to come look at my stream right now, I'm actually going to be participating in the next big race, which is a bunch of the top speedrunners in the world racing against each other. That's going to be happening September 26th. And to build up to that, I am practicing every single day to try and get some of the tricks down and be more competitive. So stop in my stream anytime.
Well, all right, Jason, did you go closer to the team, farther from the team, or in your own self-image?
Farther from the team, for once.
Okie-dokie. So you explain why you feel detached, and then you can take influence away from someone who has influence over you.
I feel farther from the team because, number one, team building training without me found out that I'm turning into a villain eventually, and everyone believes this one, like after all this experience, that people believe that I will turn into a villain, even though like someone they met for just a moment told them that I'd be a villain, and then treated like, oh yeah, that's obvious, you clearly would be turned into a villain. And then something that I knew for a fact about my life and my family and my legacy turned out to be false, and it was just brushed over, and I was like told to just like take it. Yeah, this is obvious, clearly, and we weren't really given the opportunity to follow it. And every time I try to offer a possible route that I could help in, usually the only way we follow that route is if someone else agrees with me. But besides that, I'm usually treated as the dumb muscle of the group that Jason's starting to be more and more aware of. The moment he had with Karai was a nice moment, but besides that, all of this is in his mind, and he is sort of bottling it in, but is like slowly creeping out.
Okay.
As
and then
he's
who
feeling
are you
kind of distanced. Who am I?
taking influence from? Who has influence over Jason? Just do a show of hands. Everyone. So you get to choose who you don't want to have influence over you anymore.
I guess Annie, because of the uncle moment.
Okay. And now tell us who you are and where we can find you on the internet.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sinan Izajbashi. I'm an actor and producer in New York, doing theater and film. Got a couple of projects coming up, but again, I can't really talk about them much because the world is moving very slowly right now because of COVID. But besides that, I do TTRPG streaming here every Sunday, obviously, and also on Tuesdays I've got the Vampire the Masquerade game that I DM with Anna and Marquise here, and on Thursdays I'm in the Aether and Steamworks with Rob, where we play space pirates, and apparently I no longer the captain, and I will have to make a bloody return. I am pissed off about that. I missed one session, and the resident goblin that just arrived as a pest is now the captain. How does that work? That's just, we will have to fix that in a bloody and brutal fashion.
Almost like he went through the contract you signed.
That was lame. I signed that under the influence and under duress. That is void, and I will no. If the person who gave me the contract dies, the contract doesn't exist anymore, does it? Yeah, it's just a goblin. That's me. Hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karai, did you grow closer to the team in your own self-image or farther from the team?
Closer.
Closer? All right. Who made you feel special and why?
My boyfriend.
Okay. So Jason, do you already have influence over Karai?
He already did.
Yeah.
So then you can shift one of her labels up and one of her labels down.
Oh, one of her. I'll go with danger down, and savior up.
Okay, that puts my danger at a -2 and my savior at a 4.
Oh, sorry.
So
oh no.
since your danger is at a 4, that
No, my
mean-
danger's at a -2. My superior is at a 4.
Okay, so you can only go to a 3.
Okay.
And that means... Oh, crap.
Condition.
Yeah, condition.
Can I choose
since
this superior?
No, you chose. But I'll let
You're
you choose
saving me.
I'll let you choose the condition she has.
Oh God.
All of them are free.
I guess insecure.
Okay.
Since this is
That works pretty good.
works with our whole moment.
Okay, and then tell us who you are and where we can find you on the internets.
Hey everyone, I am Valdrianth on the internet. You can find me at my channel at twitch.tv/Valdrianth as well as Twitterverse. I'm a TTRPG producer here on Twitch. We do Dungeons and Dragons, Emberwind, soon to be Monster Hearts, Dragon Age, stuff. Like lots of stuff. There was some Blades in the Dark, lots of stuff. We are going to be looking for GMs really soon for Extra Life. So if you're wanting to get in that, you need to DM me and get into my Discord, and we'll send you an invite if you want to apply for that. But yeah, that's what goes on. If you want to see some content that's just as great, come and see me and a lot of these faces on my channel.
Alrighty, and last but not least, Jack, did you go closer to the team, farther from the team, or in your own self-image?
I'm gonna say it'd be self-image today.
Okay. Shift one label up and one label down.
I am going to shift up Freak and lower Savior.
Okie dokie, and why?
Today was the strangest day for Jack, as he did something he was not really thinking of. Like, pretty much cussing out his principal.
Mm-hmm.
The person he fears, like, most of all in the universe. Even more than Dissonance. And is kind of realizing that he's going to have to start relying more on his powers if he wants to get his people through this. So, yeah. Superpower Jack is coming.
Alright, and then tell us who you are and where you can find you on the internet.
Hi, everybody. I'm Barty Time. You can find me tomorrow on Dragons of Rulo on Dice Tyrants with the lovely Anna, as I will be the murder mouse known as General Bright Eye upon my murder chicken Jaro. You can find me on Tuesday, also on Dice Tyrants, as I play a completely different character who's not good at fighting at all and gets trapped under couches. The Malkavian 4,000-year-old Malkavian known as Amentos. He can see the future, but couldn't foresee the fact that he would have a different personality in his head. I'm still mad about it. And then on Saturdays is Emberwind on Lovely Val's channel, where I play the dad of the group. I didn't mean this to happen, but it just kind of did.
Yeah, you do.
The massively muscled person, the massively muscled nomadic son of a chieftain. So yeah, very, very happy about all that. And sometime soon, hopefully, I'll be able to get back into solo streaming. So yeah, that is me. Ba-boom.
And I was your man in the chair, your game master. I am Sanctum Cosplays. You can find me on Mondays and Tuesdays over on the Dice Tyrants channel for Dragons of Rulo and Vampire the Masquerade. You can catch me here on NerdLeagueGaming on Thursdays for our D&D 5e Dragon Heist game, where I play a very dumb strength monk. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And then here on Sundays for Hero Complex, which will be coming, unfortunately, to an end in the next couple of episodes, because I think you guys are getting ready to, fight the BBEG. But we will have more content, new shows starting up once this show is done. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out on our Twitter and our Discord, which I have linked in the chat, or I'm about to, for more information on those new shows. I have a couple in my head that we're debating playing, including perhaps a Powered by the Apocalypse game that I am working on with Rob, slowly but surely. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And yes, we will do the end of the day things really fast for our Legacy and our Doomed. Go ahead, one of you guys.
Sorry. Okay. So pulling up the. Okay. At the end of every session, answer this question. Did you make progress on defeating your nemesis? If the answer is yes, mark potential. Yeah, I would say so. Cool. So I'm going to mark potential.
Okay. And legacy.
You're muted.
You're muted, hon.
You're muted.
Can't hear you, sir.
Oh, sorry. Have I been sorry about that? Have I been upholding the traditions of my legacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have I maintained the image of my legacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have I made the other members of my legacy who are in prison proud?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so that is I roll with Savior. That is a 12, so they're all very happy with me.
Very much so.
I'm so, yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Dad. Hope that entertains you in your little weird cell.
You have a mom, too. She's still out there.
I mean, where's
And
my mom?
badass. Alright.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm about to start a raid. We're gonna go raid How I Nerd. So yeah, stick around for the raid. Go show them some love. And we will see you all next week. Goodbye, friends.